Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Belong Arena Clash. It's our third event of the day. We started the day with Rocket League. We crowned our champions. We've then done Overwatch. We've crowned our champions, but now it's time to jump into something a little bit more brutal. It's time for our Mortal Kombat 11 tournament. We have our finalists ready and raring. I can see the audience starting to gather. You guys want to see some FGC action. So let's not hold that from you any longer. It's about time we introduce our teams to the stage. On the right-hand side of the stage, let me introduce the London Lionhearts. So the Lionhearts stepping on up, coming from London themselves. They've traveled a decent way to get here today, but they have an opponent to face here on the stage. They've got plenty of games ahead of them, and their opponents throughout all of it. Please put your hands together for the T-Side Steelers. I'm loving the costumes, loving the dab. Here we go. Everyone's going down to the sofas to get ready for the action. Are you guys in the crowd ready for some Mortal Kombat action? I'm going to need you to do better than that, guys. Are you ready for the arena clash for Mortal Kombat 11? That's more like it. All right, it's time we kick it over to our casters and get this tournament underway.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I am Falcon.
And I'm Dante.
And we are here at Insomnia 65 for the Mortal Kombat 11 Arena Clash. This has been the build-up of 9 grueling weeks between these players, and only 2 teams managed to make it here for the finals today.
So we got the London Lionhearts and the T-Side Steelers.
Yeah, and the Steelers gave us a hell of a show in the last one because they won the tiebreaker against the Bristol Smugglers.
And how close is that?
Very, very close. Still clutched it out over the win. With the win over Scare Tactics, showing a very strong Cassie Cage, and the Lionhearts as well have been pretty dominant throughout the series. But now we only have these 2 teams, and only one of them will be the champion.
It all comes down to this. It all comes down to this. The amount of hard work these teams have put in, like, you know, these guys really, really want this. And, you know, we're going to see some epic matches today.
What kind of characters are you hoping to see? Got any favorites?
I want to see a bit of, you know, maybe some Jackie Briggs. I want to see.
You want to see Jackie?
I actually like Sonya. I like Sonya, even though she's a bit, you know, kind of OP. But you know, I like Sonya. But you know, we see a lot of Cassie, don't we? Normally these days.
We do.
I don't want to see no Garrus, but like,
I think everyone has a pocket Garrus at this point.
We might see him at this point.
We're going to see some great plays and maybe some surprising picks. It really depends on the players, you know, because there's a big part of fighting games, and that is when the other person is unfamiliar with the matchup.
When
they don't know how to play against your character. I mean, that could work in your favor, surely, couldn't it? Yeah,
definitely. Like, we've seen people putting work with Kotal Khan, who's not really considered...
Shout-outs to Seesaw Snow and the Lakeside Leviathans. Really amazing Kotal Khan.
He's not really considered to be, like, the most top-tier character, but he has some things, some situations that he can put you in that if you're not ready for those situations, you can get blown up fast.
Yeah, definitely. We were seeing the early combo drops into the unblockable setups as well. But I know that there are characters that have been changed since the recent patch, and they've been getting a lot more, I will say, screen time. You know, characters like Collector, who now is a string that launches. We've got Noob Saibot, whose variation 1 got buffed quite a lot with the enhanced slide. And, I mean, character picks, it really comes down to how the players are playing at the end of the day.
So who would you say is the most buffed character from the latest patch?
Oh, Noob. I think it's Noob. Yeah, I think that his first variation is incredibly strong right now, but I'm also... I'm still waiting, giving it a bit of time to let the patch age a bit so that I have a better understanding of where characters are actually, like, you know, where they lie right now.
So before this, you was actually talking to me about some Garrus buffs that were unintended.
Oh, forward 2-1 into temporal advantage. Yeah, that stuff is the stuff of nightmares. But Garrus has always been a strong character. And I personally think he's one of the coolest new designs that NetherRealm have done.
Yeah, definitely. Like, he looks really cool. Like, his animations are beautiful. So even though he's a bit, you know, he's putting in a lot of work. And
he makes people sweat.
Yeah, he makes people sweat.
We don't have to be.
But he does look like a badass, you know.
Yeah, he does. He does. But every character in this game looks phenomenal. Shoutouts to NetherRealm and their art team for putting on an amazing show with just like how they've designed these characters. Everyone feels so unique and individual.
Definitely,
They've all got very varying play styles as well.
Like no one seems like similar. Like everyone seems to be like their own character. You don't really see like reused animations and things like that. They've put a lot of time into the game and designing the game, and it's really showing, and it's really good for the viewers and the players. So. Shout outs to NetherRealm on that.
We're going to have our first match as well between what looks on the stage to be Alex versus Dill. Dill was the strong Cassie Cage player that we were speaking about before.
Yes.
And Alex
very strong.
Is he likes to play quite a few characters, to be honest, and it'll be interesting to see like who he settles on for this match itself.
Because the new patches came out.
Yeah.
So maybe that might play into
2 of his characters got buffed.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm excited. Personally, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I want to see some Collector at some point, hopefully this evening, because he is such a cool character.
Yeah, definitely a cool design. Definitely a cool design. So Cassie.
Okay, we're going straight into the first match.
Is it him straight away?
Oh, Collector picked. I'm guessing that is by Alex, and we've got Aaron Black over on Dill's side on the T side Steelers.
Oh, nice defense
block
there.
right there on the slide.
Punish. No.
He did drop the punish, unfortunately. He could have maximized that into a full combo, really. Nice
block on that string, yeah.
So that string you just saw there is the one that now launches for Collector.
Oh, right. He didn't use to launch before.
Using the back one confirm into the bola right there. Unfortunately, drops the crossover combo. But a nice bola cancel until the forward throw to get the corner position.
Wow. Oh, nice. Oh, he answers back, though.
Up 3.
He's on the acid now. That's not a good position for him.
However, I think it was a good idea for him to just hold block and take that slight bit of damage instead of overcommitting to anything else or trying to move against Aaron, because, that might be bad for you. But a really good block as well on the slide right there, but second missed punish.
Punish is not right there, though. Maybe it's just a little bit of nerves right now.
Forcing the breakaway is Dill. You're going to see both players really just...
Oh,
the fatal blow through the fatal blow. I think he just confirmed the back one into it. Yeah, that's the round. That's over. This is one of the sickest fatal blows in the game.
Bro, that should be a fatality.
I mean, yeah, it should. If fatal blows could brutality, bruh.
That's the new.
Bro, that's
the new idea. Yeah. That's the next idea, bro.
Clipped by the overhead drop kick with the forward or the back throw. Sorry. So Dill's put himself into the corner. Tries to jump out there, but Alex wise to that.
Oh, he catches it with the second hit.
Yeah, the 2 hits on that forward 4 from Collector. Better watch out for both.
Little bit of a gimmick there, but
There's a catch with the confirm from the back one string into a full combo in the corner. That meter burn bola really goes a long way for Collector. You get any hit into that, and it grants you a full combo, just like Sub-Zero's Ice Ball.
So what adjustments were made to Aaron Black?
Aaron Black's fatal blow is no longer as fast as it was before. It's now 18 frames.
So did he get nerfed, basically?
He did. Scud Shot recovers 5 frames faster now, which is when he holds the revolver and he can parry projectiles. He flawless blocked that. But
did he? No way. This guy is too sick.
Caught the back 2 string, but
close.
The breakaway, it could be big, but I think Alex might have been a bit too greedy for that round.
Yeah, the offense there, though, gets him that round.
The one thing to consider right now is that Aaron Black still has that fatal blow. He still has the option to use it as a reversal in this final round, which is a big threat. However, Aaron, that was beautiful!
No way.
Forward 4 outspacing the up 3 into a full combo punish corner position.
This Collector pick is working out.
There's the read from Dill. Great read.
As I say that, he gets juggled. Oh, the offense, though. Beautiful.
Oh, the neutral jump, reading that throw as well. Reads for reads. These players are in each other's mind.
Wow.
Corner positioning, and what'll he go for Oki?
The wake up.
3 catching him. However, Dill using the up 3 means he no longer has access to breakaway until that second defensive bar builds.
But there's only a bit of life left for both players.
Great punish in the crushing blow.
Crushing blow. And
could potentially kill. That is death. Oh, the roll!
The roll!
He's moving himself into it.
Oh, he gets jabbed right in the knee at the last moment.
A really close game.
He could have had it.
He could have had it. It was just maximizing the punish,
yeah,
especially on those slides. When you block Aaron Black's slide, because the move itself, when you amplify it, it throws out the acid. You have the advantage. You don't want to get clipped by that slide. But when you block it, you have to make sure that you're really punishing him hard for it.
Definitely.
Otherwise, he's not.
He's going to do it all day.
Yeah, he's going to keep doing it, right?
So we got a bit of advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The seer giving him the.
I don't think both of those players played bad. I think both players played pretty well. There was just some missed punishes here and there, but like the meta and like the way they were playing the match, like it was very close and like it could have went either way. So
both players like so deep in thought right now.
Yeah. Aaron Black
Dill's
getting
cranking up the music. He doesn't want to hear anything around him.
Well, I was just going to say, Aaron Black getting nerfed, though, doesn't seem to be affecting Dill at all.
Beautiful neutral jump read right there on the throw, but Aaron Black's nerfs, yeah, it's just how well can he counterplay, because it doesn't seem like Dill may be too familiar with the Collector matchup.
I don't think a lot of people are.
Play Collector. Yeah, and that was a really nice use of the bowler right there, just to stop him from pressing buttons and punishing him in return.
The animation.
Forward 3 into the down back 3 in the corner. A nice read on the up 3. Oh, with the drop.
The read.
Bowler cancel.
I feel like a throw was incoming there, but as I said that, I think he thought the throw was coming. That's
the neutral jump punch catching the anti-air. I think if he went for the jump kick, it would have been harder to jab.
Yeah.
Situation.
What a round there, though, by Alex.
But yeah, you know, that was a lot more dominant. I think he's made the adjustments that he understood what he was doing wrong in that first game, and now he's making the adjustments that he needs to.
Do you agree with him burning the meter on that?
So, all right. Since this patch, if Aaron Black does his drop kick, the amplified shot afterwards doesn't hit airborne targets anymore.
Right.
So if Aaron Black does the drop kick to you and he goes for the amplified shot, you can short hop it and full combo punish him for it.
What? So you don't agree with that meter burn at all?
I mean, it can catch people out if they want to press buttons. However, it's just, yeah, if Alex isn't doing anything against it, there's nothing to really stop Dill from using it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh,
nice catch with that forward 4 bola.
Alex is coming back strong in this match.
He's here to collect. Yeah. Look at him go. Oh, the bait on the down 2. He made him think he was going to throw.
No, not the right punish.
Oh, he committed to it thinking he was going to press a button.
One more hit. Nice.
That back one is cheeky. Do you see the range on that? That's a scary move.
Cheeky.
Very fast, low. But we are now 1 game apiece. You think Dill would be switching characters?
Maybe. I think we saw him, you know, use the menu, move down on the menu, so we might see a character change. So, I don't know if it's the best idea. I don't know, because I feel like he can gather enough data from what just happened to make the adjustments. But, you know, maybe he's feeling like...
He's grooving out. I want to listen to what he's listening to. Look at him.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe he's feeling like there's a better character for the Collector matchup. But you know, we'll see what happens.
But yeah, so we know that he does play Cassie Cage as well.
Right.
We saw that in the. Oh, he switched to Cabal.
Wow.
Mean Street Cabal as well. This is a variation that doesn't get played as often.
So it's you want to give it me out? I've got to give it as well, bro.
Mean Street Cabal is the more uncommonly used variation. He has access to Nomad dash cancels. He has the straight buzzsaw in the air, and he has the ground buzzsaw as well. But as you saw right there, the Nomad dash cancel. 2 bars on this combo right here.
All over
on this
right
sequence.
Now. Look at this. This is just domination right now.
It is. That combo drop for Alex really hurt him, I think.
Yeah.
But going into the next round, the first round from Dill, very dominant.
The momentum shifts in this set here is just ridiculous.
Oh, there's the cancel. Oh, nice tech. Nice really good patience and great tech on the grab.
Definitely. So he's got the patience here, but he needs to get some offense started if he wants to get back into
Now those buzzsaws, that was a beautiful jab anti-air right there. Oh, Dill putting in the work.
Slams him.
But I was going to say, the Cabal's buzzsaws, the straight buzzsaws on the ground, they're highs. So you can just duck them without holding block. You can just hold it down and they'll go straight over you.
Yeah.
Saves you from taking the chip damage. But Dill right now...
Whoa!
Now, are we going to see the momentum switched? That's the important part of this Fatal Blow, because he's used a lot of life. However, when a character is this low in life, people get scared.
Yeah, they do.
So we'll have to see what Alex can do over here if he's able to make this work for him.
Oh, what a read!
Neutral jump into the brutality.
Wow.
Cover your kid's eyes.
And brutality straight and the arms just like...
Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
That is gruesome, bro. And
that man was still flexing with the meat.
The first set, we see a brutality, bro. Like, when do you see that? And like, we had no mercies. They're not playing about. We saw fatality straight away. This is what I like to see. This is what, like, both teams are definitely taking this seriously.
Yeah.
They're not taking this lightly at all. And they want this. They want this in the bag. They want to get this. And they want to get the momentum straight away.
Yeah.
They don't want to risk it on anything.
Now, this isn't entirely over for Alex right now.
Nope.
I'm sure that he can understand what he will need to do in the next set. But we could potentially see him switch to Noob Cybot as well, because seeing double is a character or a variation that he likes playing quite a lot, and he does play Noob anyway.
I'd like to see a bit of Noob.
When the Lionhearts clutched out to make the finals, he did it with Noob.
Yeah, definitely.
However, he does really enjoy playing Collector. It's just the drops, I think, were really important.
Maybe it's just like, the patch kind of made him feel like, you know what, I need to bring out the Collector a little bit. But, sometimes it's best to stick with your main guns, especially when you're in a high pressure situation like this.
Yeah, definitely.
On stage in front of so many people.
But Alex is a player that plays quite a few characters. We saw him
definitely.
play Scorpion in the league. I know that he's been dabbling in Shao Kahn. He plays Noob. He plays Collector. I mean, he's got a big arsenal in theory.
I feel like it's very rare that you find a player that plays a lot of characters that can play all those characters on the same level.
Yeah, there's only a few in the NetherRealm scene that can do that.
Rare cases.
Players such as Tekken Master or Forever King.
It's rare cases that people can do that. So
we're gonna have some replays of the match that we just saw, and Dill and Alex. That was a very close set. I was really thinking that. I was surprised at first because Dill hadn't picked Cassie, but right there you did see the back one into the Fatal Blow, interrupted Aaron Black's Fatal Blow in that response. And ended up securing the round for Alex. Oh, such a sick Fatal Blow. Look at that. How is Aaron Black getting up after that? He just got stabbed through the head and had his throat slit. And he's standing up like nothing just happened. He didn't sprain his ankle. Like
that's Mortal Kombat for you, bro.
He's superhuman or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really, both players were just in each other's head, I think. They were really making the reads.
They were, like, the adjustments Alex made in the second match were just ridiculous. Like, he just literally steamrolled.
He had all the momentum in that,
kind of basically forced him to switch, but maybe that was kind of his downfall, because maybe it was like, if it was a closer match, he might have went with the Aaron Black again, and, Alex could have taken it, but Dill thought, okay, there's definitely needs to be a change here, and luckily it did work out for him. So
that was a really nice roll. However, in that situation, I think going for the down one just kind of gave up his turn. Really. And when the opponent is that close to the acid that is going to kill you,
it could have worked.
It's difficult. This is such a sick fatality as well.
Yeah,
I'll always think this is one of the coolest.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5? Yeah.
What's your top 5 fatalities?
Top 5. Well, my number 1 is Cetrion's, where she waters your face off and then she brings out claws from the ground. They split you in 3. It's like Freddy Krueger. It's awesome.
Number 2.
See, I haven't given it that much thought. Number 2, I don't know. I'd probably give it to like Collector's second one.
Right.
He uses the chain ball. He throws it at the back of your skull and your eyes pop out.
Yeah, brutal.
But I am interested to see if Alex is going to stick by playing Collector or if he's going to switch over to the noob. And
I would like to see the noob from him.
Yeah.
Personally.
And the thing about T-Side is T-Side basically destroyed their group stages. They were 4-0.
Yeah.
They annihilated that. But the thing is, we didn't get a chance to stream T-Side over the course of the weeks. So I'm not familiar with who Tezron plays or who Jake plays.
Right.
We only saw Dill play in that tiebreaker against Bristol Smugglers.
Well, isn't that the fun part about it?
Yeah,
that
definitely
we don't actually know much about them. So when they come out and they bring out these characters, someone could play Raiden. You never know, what I mean? So.
But this Cabal pick definitely worked for Dill, here. Mean Streak is not played that often. It's hard to understand what you can do when you're respecting the cancels, because you don't know what's plus, what isn't. And that jab anti-air was absolutely beautiful.
This is the thing about Mortal Kombat though. Like, you can learn a matchup, but maybe you only know the one variation of this character, and then you don't know the second variation. And then players know that no one really knows this second variation. So let me just see how he deals with it, and then the momentum can just be on your side. Yeah. But that read at the end.
Yeah, that neutral jump kick into the brutality.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
Too sick, man.
It's so good. But we're gonna have the next match as well coming up real soon.
We'll see though. We'll see. Yeah. I really want to see like who's gonna get played right now, because especially after this patch, it just makes things so much more interesting. Like, because
players like Spyware, they started off playing Cassie Cage, and then also dabbled in Shang Tsung when he came out. So it's really a matter of people that play multiple characters. So we have a few people over here who do stick to playing one character, and speak of the devil, he is right there, the meme lord of the FGC, TQT 1995, the Sub-Zero monster. And he plays the variation of Sub-Zero not many people do. He plays Thin Ice, which is Slide, Air Axe, and Ice Wall, and he has Ice Shards. Whereas most people tend to play Dead of Winter because he has access to the amplified Ice Ball, which eats projectiles, and he has the 50-50 that he can confirm as well. Oh, so the breakaway over there might have been a bit of an error. Unfortunately, it does put him out.
Ooh, you see the range on that low poke there?
That was a really nice whiff punish right there. A really nice... Ooh, there's just a lot of harassment going on right now in this game. But a great punish on the gunshots, throwing him into the corner. That's now two amplified slides, one more, and he's going to have the crushing blow. And I believe that he'll save it for closing out a round or closing out a game.
I really like this costume.
Oh, the overhead low right there. Now he's got the crushing blow loaded up.
Those ice balls, you got to be aware. Oh, nearly punished it. Was just a little bit slow.
Great backdash from TQT, the 4-2 fatal blow. This doesn't have like any scaling on it. That's the round.
You're dead.
That is
You're definitely dead.
Oh, into the bam. I think that's so cool. That's one of my favorite in the game. It's the way he hooks it.
The
axe into the ones he already put on you. Oof.
Oh, the pressure now though.
Nice forward throw.
He doesn't seem bothered by that caster string at all.
Yeah, I mean the string itself is mid-mid. So,
oh,
you know,
what a read on the overhead again. TQT is in Jake's head. Right?
Nice wake-up buttons from Jake right there. Forcing the breakaway from TQT, but a nice block on the forward 4-2.
I really
Second
think
hit is an overhead.
Ooh.
Oh, drops in the combo.
Conversion. That was
now this is dangerous territory. That is death. That's it.
Working all
day. Because well, the thing about that was that even if he used the overhead, the slide was the part that's going to win the game.
Yeah.
You have to block the slide because I mean, if he hit the overhead, it was going to combo into the slide regardless.
Yeah.
But because the overhead was blocked, you have a very small amount of time where you can actually block that low slide that's going to come straight after. It's the only real, it's an unsafe mix-up, but it's a mix-up that is exclusive to Thin Ice Sub-Zero. Dead of Winter doesn't have the slide, it's replaced with the cold shoulder.
And you need to be ready for it, otherwise we're going straight back in though, straight
going into that rematch. TQT is going to ride that momentum.
Oh, nice gunshot there.
Now, Digital Soldier has been normalized effectively. Cassie has been normalized. She's since the patch. So she's not as I guess strong, but she's still a strong character.
Still a strong character, but are we going to see the same amount of Cassies that we saw before?
Oh, that was a nice read. Perhaps. I feel like everyone has a pocket Cassie, to be honest.
But like, are they going to favorite her in certain matchups now?
Ooh, I think, you know, if it really depends on who they play, really, right?
Right. So let the people know what are the details on these, on how she got normalized. Like.
So she has an upwards glow kick. I'll just remember the two most important things that I can think of right now. So she has the upwards glow kick, where it didn't have a gap to flawless block, and the glow kick itself, when it was amplified, was neutral on block. So she didn't really suffer any repercussions for spending the bar on it or using anything into the upwards glow kick and then amplifying it all the way down.
Okay.
She could make anything safe. And her forward 4, which is the extended leg normal, you'll see, is 9 frames. However, before it was neutral on block, and now it's -5.
Oh, right. So she's definitely been, you know...
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't really been nerfed. She's just been, I guess, adjusted.
I'd say she's been nerfed. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, she's been normalized. She's still a good character, but definitely not as strong as she was before.
That's true.
That's just my opinion, though. But right about now, Jake trying to get some momentum.
Oh, nice throw. Here. That was a great read on the escape out of the corner. Those rolls are invulnerable to
he went for
normal
the throw
moves.
again.
My man went for the... He just went for the standing...
Wow. And TQT was having none of it.
Slide.
He was having none of that. It was like... TQT is so good with his reads right now, though. It's like you can't out-read this guy at the moment.
He's in everyone's head, isn't he?
Yep. And
look at the eye.
Look at the eye.
Look at the eye.
Insane.
But you
MK
know, that was really dominant by TQT.
Ridiculous. The reads, like it's like he guessed right more or less nearly every time, apart from like a few throws. That he got thrown by, the reads, the overheads and the slides and everything was just working. And I feel like that's a big strength for Sub-Zero, is when like basically he can mix you up from pretty far away. Yeah. And you kind of have to respect those mix-ups.
I mean, the 4-2 is, it's a 19 frame overhead, but the range on it is
pretty good.
It's good.
It complements
really
the slide really well.
It does.
And if you're slightly off point, you can get caught by that.
Yeah, and then if he hits the slide, he's building his crushing blow or he's using it. But next match, we're going to see Spyware EXE up against Tezeron.
Tezeron, man. And
you know, Tezeron is a Tekken player.
He's a Tekken player as well.
Putting a lot of time into Mortal Kombat.
He plays a 2D character in Tekken.
so he's in his element right now. He's playing a 2D game.
Yeah, he's playing a 2D game. So we'll see how his skills transfer over to Mortal Kombat.
I'm really excited to see him play because I think that when you learn how to play one fighting game at a high level, you kind of know how to play most of them at a high level. You just they follow the same principles.
Yeah, definitely.
But over here in the replays right
now, I feel like
he was just a train, wasn't he? See, that was unfortunate. When he hit the ice ball, he already pre-committed to throwing out the second.
Yeah,
which loses a lot of damage.
He couldn't convert off it.
Yeah,
well, yeah. So that was.
But that right there from Jake was a really nice read on the throw and down to crushing blow. TQT did break away as well.
Look at the mix-ups though. Look at the mix-ups, like.
Yeah. See, I think getting caught by that last hit
and that was
string.
Yeah, that was a little trick that he does, isn't it?
I think that maybe Jake was trying to roll out the corner and didn't get it.
Maybe.
Because he kind of had no reason to get hit by that.
Maybe, but you never know. Maybe he just got threw off by the fact that he whiffed the attack over him and then the other hit came out. Like, that's a little... I feel like that's a little wake-up trick that he might pull out time to time.
I mean, both players are really... it's now the second set where we're seeing players just, like, really just start reading each other, right?
Yeah, yeah. But, like, the damage...
the neutral jump, right there, when he neutral jumped, after already, like, being thrown, it's... I don't have the craziness for that.
Yeah. But, it seems like neutral jump, if you have the read on your opponent, is such a good... It's such a good defensive tool, like in a lot of 2D fighting games, actually.
Yeah,
especially in Mortal Kombat. The amount of damage that you can get from it if you do make the correct read is quite ridiculous, and it can make your opponent like not really want to use certain options against you on wake up. So that can, it can kind of like break their momentum a bit as well. So I'd like to see a lot more people like utilizing the neutral jump. And see what they can do with it.
Now, on the board over here, we did see Dill take it 2-1 over Alex, TQT taking it 2-0 over Jake. The next match we have, as we said, Spyware EXE up against Tezeron, and then we're going to see Alex again face off against Jake. But really, it's going to come down to, who's going to take this set right here, and then who's going to take the next one.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like
right now we're 1 for 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like momentum is in anyone's favor.
It could be such a close one though, because remember, this is the finals. This isn't the
two best teams in the clash.
Yeah, this is the finals, and there's pressure involved and there's things like that. So we could see one team wins, the other team wins, or we could see that happen. We could see the back and forth, but we could see the momentum start to build up for one of the teams, which does normally happen in Kombat.
Team morale is a very big part of the Clash, and it's exclusive to the Clash because we're playing in a 3v3 or 4v4 format.
The
fourth player is a substitute.
Yeah.
But team morale is a very big part of this because if one player on your team is getting tilted, you have other people you can confer with. You have people that can, raise your spirits.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're going to go straight into game. Spyware against Tezeron.
So, but I know for definite that Spyware is not a player you want to mess around with. Like this guy,
this man is just in he's in another dimension. If you try to throw him, he will duck you so fast, and then he will full combo punish you. Oh, he's playing Cassie. He's playing his old mate, but we're starting things off with that dash punch crushing blow. No, this is the variation of Jackie I want to see.
Did
we just see down 3 grease kick?
No one uses this variation.
No one uses this variation. It's just a lot of take damage.
Wow!
There's the grease kick.
is all over him.
However, Spyware definitely did get caught by a few things in the beginning. It's about how he can change things now. The grease kick again!
He mashed him out.
He's throwing it out there.
He actually mashed him out.
Spyware just needs to be a little bit more patient and get combo punishes. That was a beautiful whiff punish right there.
What a bait!
Oh, the combo drop is big though.
Oh!
That's going to take him out slowly. He needs to get away from them.
Look at the chip damage.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I suppose there's nothing he could really do over there. He doesn't. So now the thing about those is they work essentially similar to Aaron Black's acid.
Yeah.
Start taking you for damage over time. but they don't have any actual hit stun or hit advantage.
Right.
They don't set your character into a knockback state or anything like that.
Wow.
But in this variation, she's got that dive.
What a duck!
That was sick.
What a duck and
That
punish.
was a read
And
into the 3-3 punish, the optimal stuff.
why don't more people do that? Like, Tesron is showing that he knows.
Oh, he missed the punish. I think he tried to press back 2-4 and got the back.
Wow.
Tesron is playing at like, he's playing a fast game right now.
This variation doesn't seem like it's bad or anything. Like, why don't people use this variation?
Well, the other one was just better all
It
around.
was just better. But look at that, though.
Yeah, that was a really dominant game.
Steamroll. And the way he ducked that string and punished it, like, I don't think I've seen anyone else optimally punish that string like that.
Yeah, that was super optimal because Jackie's 3-3 on counter or punish leads to a full combo.
And I feel like that's kind of a skill that Tesron might have taken from Tekken, because a lot of you know, there's a lot of duckable strings in Tekken that you can duck and punish, and it's just something that he's got like ingrained into his game plan.
Especially, you know, considering his other two teammates also play Cassie.
Right.
He's got the experience. If they've been playing against each other quite a lot, then he already knows how to deal with the Cassie matchup. Whereas, you know, as we were saying before, character and familiarity is a big part of things.
Big part.
Spyware wasn't familiar with, I think it's called Next Gen. Jackie. Either that or New Gen. It's one of the two.
And like the second he sees that variation get picked, he can be like, oh my god, like there's fireballs on the screen that are chipping me, and like what do I do? Like, when can I take my turn?
So I think they kind of like shut down Cassie's lane game.
Yeah.
Right? They stop her from really just gunshotting and stuff, because if the opponent just blocks them, you're really losing the trade.
And then like it makes that advancing mid-string a bit more dangerous as well, because she's advancing into the chip damage on the floor and things like that.
The first round was all grease kicks though. It was grease kicks at moments where Spyware just
But remember, he was doing that with the fireballs on the floor. Like, so it's like he kind of like opened up his opportunities to use those. Like, he did it smart. He didn't just like do it like randomly. He was placing them well, and he just kind of like overwhelmed Spyware. But we know Spyware to be a very, very good player, and he can adjust. So we'll see how he does adjust to this variation of Jackie.
So I know he's been playing a different character recently.
Right.
I'm very aware of who this character is, and I wonder if he's actually going to be making the switch to this character. I think he may have started with Cassie because he feels the most confident in Cassie, as he's put the most time into her. But it might not be the right thing for what he needs right now. So perhaps this other character could help him. Although,
you never know. You never know. Adjustments can be made. Like, you can lose a dominant match and still make an adjustment and just come all the way back. So, like, especially in like a high pressure situation, sometimes you just need that character where you're comfortable in these weird situations to like get out of them. But if you're using a character just because of said matchup, but you're not comfortable in these situations, you can get blown up even worse.
Yeah, because you're just not experienced enough on the character.
Yeah,
right? You need to know how to deal with different things in the game with the character.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like, it takes time.
It definitely takes time.
However, sometimes, you know, if a player ends up watching a lot of gameplay, they kind of pick up on things that the other players use that have already been spending that much time on those characters too.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just about, you know, when things become second nature, hit conversions are a big part. Like, being able to confirm anything into an optimal damaging combo is something you only really tend to do on like, characters you've had so much experience with. Yeah. Because you understand just how they work.
I feel like there's a difference though between watching someone play a character and actually doing it yourself. Like in a high pressure situation, because like that person could be doing said tactic because of a deeper level mind game that you're not really noticing. Like, kind of thing.
Layers on layers.
There's layers of mind games, bro, that you don't really see, that that only the players know. Only the players know these kind of things and know what each other are thinking. Like, it's like players can sort of read each other's minds. It's not like real mind reading, but it's kind of like that just by watching their actions and how they react on the screen. So,
yeah, you see that. So in this replay, we started off like with just the dive punch.
That was sick though.
The dash punch crushing blow, and over here, you know, that down three.
Look at
the grease kick.
Look how he's
just
trapping.
setting up right there.
He's trapping Spyware in the corner, and it's just like.
So I mean, all Spyro would have to do really is just get one touch on him, because then the damage he's taken from the ground flames is really like, it's not in Jackie's favor if Spyware got the opening, because he'd turn it into damage.
That's forcing a reaction out of Spyware, though.
It's the same mental effect as the Air and Black Acid, isn't it?
Exactly.
It makes people hesitate.
If you force a reaction out of someone, and you can punish them for that, if you read that they're going to react at this time, and that's what makes things like that so good, is that, you know, you can actually force reactions out of people, and like if they don't react, they're losing by not doing anything. So.
Yeah, and there was the duck into the 3-3 punish as well.
And look at that, that was just optimal. Look at him, he's like, that was like, I ducked that and I punished it. Who else does that?
T-side are hungry. I mean, we've already got a bit of backstory over here between, you know, both teams, or the clash, because yesterday in League of Legends, London won.
Right.
And T-side won FIFA.
So
basically, in the history of the Arena Clash, there's only been one team to take home 2 trophies. However, which was the Portsmouth Pirates. But we could see that again, or we will see that again. It's just going to be either London or it's going to be T-side. So these guys are having that, you know, battle between tribes right now as well.
This is to even. This is to, you know, this is to actually get those 2 trophies.
Mate, this is the North versus the South right now.
Yeah,
it's
like
Thrones all over again.
There's so much riding on this.
It's just going to be better than Season 8. Don't worry.
Because if you can take home both of those trophies, then you know you definitely, like, you know,
flexing points, mate. Flexing.
Yeah, and you can like go celebrate with the other team as well.
That's the wholesome stuff right there. Dude, I love that. The FGC is like a family.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like just all of these matches right now just got me buzzing for more.
So it's like it's not just winning like the Mortal Kombat, but it's winning for your whole, like, you know, city.
For your hometown, right?
Yeah, for your hometown, man. So like, there's a lot riding on this.
That indeed.
So
but both these teams, you know, they were definitely like, they had to work hard to get here. Because I don't think that any of the groups were easy. I think everyone themselves had to face individual challenges, and they had to overcome obstacles to actually make it this far.
It wasn't free at all. It was not free. Like, there was some really good players that didn't actually make it to the finals, that you know, had a few little slip-ups here and there, but they were just amazing players.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and you know, the rest of your team don't like back it up. But you know,
is that a thing that you think can come from like team communication? If the team are coaching each other.
This is a team like, you know, tournament event. So it's like team communication and things like that are like it's so important, because like you can stop a player from tilting, you can stop a player from making a bad decision in switching their character or whatnot, and you can tell them what they're doing wrong during the match. But the thing is, I feel like that can kind of work against you as well, because if someone gives you the wrong advice and you listen to it,
that's a very good point.
You can get blown up. Like, we don't actually see that when we're watching it. Like, we don't know what's being said behind, like, you know,
that's true.
Behind
but
the camera,
I mean,
and things like that.
A bit of philosophy here, I guess, or something to think about. Is it bad advice if it is something you didn't know about anyway? So if you didn't know how to deal with a character and someone gave you an answer to something that this character does, but it doesn't end up winning you the match, is it bad advice?
I don't think that would come under like bad advice, but I feel like if someone comes up to you and says something like, basically,
you can punish it with X move, but X move doesn't work to punish.
Or like just like oh, you're ducking too much or something like that, and then, you know, you could go into the next match and not duck that much and then get blown up by lows, like kind of things like things like that, like you're not taking the throws, you're not taking the back throws, but you know,
adaptation is such a big part as
well.
Like
things like that can work against you, in my opinion, and I feel like I've seen it happen to people as well, where they've taken advice from their you know, like in, you know, one-on-one tournaments, they're taking advice, and then as soon as that advice got whispered into their ear, the next match they got destroyed. Like, and it's like, what was said in that advice? Like, you know, you don't know. But we're going into the next one, Tez.
Yeah, and so we have Spyware that has switched over to Cabal, which is the character he's been playing a lot more recently. He's playing a different variation to the one that we saw Dill playing earlier. This variation of Cabal has access to a restand.
So tell the audience what happened to Cabal in the changes. Do you know?
Cabal was left untouched.
Oh, it's left on the...
Yeah,
No way.
Cabal's quite a solid character, I think.
Why do you think that was, though? Like, why do you think they didn't adjust anything about him?
Now, I think because he was just he was fine as is. He wasn't, exceptionally strong. He's good all around.
Yeah, yeah. So they're just
but
happy.
Cabal has his weaknesses as well. That was a really nice whiff punish with the 4-3-1 to the grease kick, setting up the take into the anti-air. Yo, Tezeran.
Tezeran is ridiculous at Mortal Kombat.
Regardless of what I think about first round KO from Jackie being the most commonly used one, the crushing blow right there is
look at this
variation of Jackie is cool. I like watching this.
Look at all that fire on the floor.
Into the 4-3 check. Forward throw. This is looking rough for Spyware right now.
Like, he's just shooting it on the floor and he's making reasonable jumps.
Oh, there's the bubble. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if she back throws inside this, it should crushing blow.
You know what? I think Jackie's kind of cheating.
That was bullying.
Jackie's kind of good, you know. Jackie's kind of sick, man.
I mean, she still has the advancing mids that she had before. She still has most of the things that she has, except in this variation, you don't have the clinch. You don't have that grab that you can confirm from. That's
a big thing. That clinch is a big thing. But I feel like that tool that she's
yeah, Tezeran's showing us how this variation is going to work.
You can get in someone's head with that.
Cassie Cage and Cabal, regarded as two very strong characters, with a variation that we just don't see.
I feel like as well, not only is it like a decent variation, but I feel like what one of the best parts about it is that it puts your opponent under pressure. And imagine being here in front of all these people. You don't really know the matchup like with that variation, and you're under so much pressure with the fire on the floor, and then you don't know when to jump and you don't know when to press a button. It can get into your head, and you can just feel like you don't really know how to react. And I feel like that's what happened right there. And Spyware basically looked like he couldn't really do a lot about it, and Tezeran just looked completely in control.
However, we'll have to see what things are like when Tezeran faces off against TQT as well.
Yeah.
Because where one character might be uncomfortable with fighting that variation of Jackie, another player might, just think to himself, oh yeah, I know how to deal with this.
I know.
They could have been watching it and then just thought to themselves, okay, so there's, this situation I can do this in.
Yeah.
I think just studying the games when you're on the bleachers and you're just watching your teammates play.
Yeah.
You should be effectively downloading your opponents.
Yeah, definitely.
You need to figure out habits, things that they might keep falling into.
So you know the whole of that team right there was watching the way Tezeran was playing, and they were thinking of answers like, how do I deal with this pressure from Jackie? And they're going to try use those answers later on in the set. But we'll see. Like, do you think if Tezeran loses with that variation, do you think he will stick to it, or do you think he will switch variation or character? Or do you reckon he's got so much confidence in that variation that he's just going to stick with it? What do you think?
I think if he seems this comfortable on this variation, he might just stick with this variation.
I think he should.
Because I think he's been putting the time into it since this patch, or maybe even before that.
I think he should stick
maybe he was always a Jackie main playing the second variation.
Maybe he was.
Either way, I think he's looking like super strong on it. And switching probably doesn't seem like the best thing unless someone's completely destroying you and making you feel like you have no options.
Spyware is not an easy player to do that to. Like, we've seen him perform
100%.
so well throughout this whole season, and Tezeran just literally dominated him just there, and that is not easy to do. So the fact that he could do that to someone like Tezeran, you might say, oh, he caught him off guard and things like that, but the reads were on point.
Yeah, I mean, when you place down the ground flame, and then when Spyware jumped and anti-aired him with it.
With the fireball.
He just knew what he was going to do. It's like you are forcing a player to make a decision, and you are already ready to punish that decision.
Yeah. So what would you say is better, Jackie's variation there, where she can shoot the fire on the floor, or Aaron Black's acid? What would you say is better? Because like what I just saw there, Jackie was using multiple of them, and like literally most of the floor is covered in fire. So
she's like Spare Change Collector, where she can just throw them out at different ranges on the screen.
Yeah.
But they have a timer to them; they're gonna fade out eventually.
Yeah.
However, Aaron Black's acid is hit confirmable.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Combo into it like you can with Jackie, but if you hit the slide, you can amplify that for the guaranteed acid as well.
Definitely, yeah.
And I don't really know. I
feel like Jackie, though, is like, she can use that fire on the floor, but like, as soon as she sees some sort of reaction that's not on point, she just uses that mid to come in.
I mean,
with
she still
punish.
has the really good normals that
that you have to be afraid of and respect. So
her forward 3-1, which is where she does the step-in kick into the punch, and the forward 1-2. We saw the back 3-4 as well, but we're gonna throw over to some replays as well while we get the next game set up.
let's have a look then.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Insomnia 65 with the Mortal Kombat 11 Arena Clash Finals. We have two excellent teams up against each other. We have the London Lionhearts and the Teesside Steelers. We had to take a very momentary break, but we'll be back into the Mortal Kombat 11 action very, very soon.
So, I believe the Teesside Steelers are ahead right now.
Yeah, they are 2-1 up.
2-1
but
up.
We're going to see Alex play again.
Yeah.
And I believe he's playing against Jake, if I'm not mistaken.
I reckon this is a big decider now. Like I feel like if the London Lionhearts even it up now, anything can kind of happen. But I feel like if the Steelers win this next set, it can kind of set the pace for this first series. Kind of. You never know.
I don't think that's inherently true because we have TQT against Tezeron after that.
Right.
And because if Spyware struggles against Tezeron, he might be more confident against the other players on the team.
Yeah, maybe.
Because maybe he was just super unfamiliar with that variation of Jackie. But
yeah.
Anyway, in this match, we're seeing Alex play Baraka. And I personally know that Alex does play a lot of Baraka.
Yeah.
I think Baraka is a very solid character. That was a great punish on that whiff right there with the 1-1-2.
And we all know
breakaway.
We all know about Baraka's damage. Like if this guy.
Yep, this guy has big damage, and right there you don't want to get caught slipping forward, chop to take the round. Give him that.
Is there brutality for that?
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
Of course.
There's gotta be. If there was no brutality for that, then someone should get on the phone.
But right, so Cassie's gunshot right there is a mid, but she lowers her hurtbox to the ground, meaning that she can low profile Baraka's Blade Sparks. But that was a great use of the forward 2 grab to punish on.
So it has some crushing ability.
Yeah, it just low profiles the high projectile.
Yeah.
That was a great whip punish with the back 2-4. Oh, drops the combo. 1-1-2 punish. This is going to do a lot of damage unless he breaks away. Yo, he read the breakaway and set out the damage. The flag giving you extra damage.
Is he going to come back? No way. He's evened it up.
Oh no
way.
Out of the fatal blow. He committed.
No punish.
He committed. The roll.
The roll.
Blade Sparks. Oh, that's safe.
What's going to happen? No way.
My man was pressing that down 1 and -7.
Jake,
he got no fear.
Yeah, no fear, bro. It's like, he wanted that round. He wanted that round, 100%. He nearly had it as well. Oh, nice jump on the gunshot.
Very, very tight match. Great use of the back 3 anti-air.
Oh, he tried to bait it out.
Tried to go for the shimmy into the whip punish. Oh, that was big. He didn't punish it. 1-1-2 opener is going to force the breakaway again, I think.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Oh, the
Alex
damage.
being wise to that and setting up the flag.
He doesn't want none of that.
Oh, this is going to hurt. He has the bar. Into the chop. 41% and counting. It's all over now. Oh,
wow.
Give him the chop.
Alex's Baraka is something to behold, man. This guy.
Look at that. I love this character.
This guy does not mess about with this character.
Can I just say that I'm so glad Baraka is back. He was my main in Mortal Kombat 2.
Right.
But because all I did was chop. And
that chop.
I thought he was always a cool character, but the last time he was in Mortal Kombat was Mortal Kombat 9, which came out in 2011. So now
Is
back.
The instant rematch?
Yo, they're flawless blocking each other's projectiles.
What? this is high level.
Like, again with the flawless blocks.
This is some real high level.
Yeah, they're both hyped for that Matrix 4 confirmation.
Whoa.
Look at that. The 1-2-2 blocks.
Kind of dropped the combo there, but
that's gonna hurt. The counter into the crushing blow.
Maybe a breakaway, but yeah, he puts down the flag.
Oh, the whiff punish with the back 3.
Pull the flag. Like if they break away, you can put it down. And he could have had it.
I think he did the 1-2 instead of the 1-1, which would have been easier.
But he's got a really good position for himself right now. But
knocked full screen. This is actually good for Alex because if he forces the trades, well, yeah, great wave punish with the Blade Sparks.
Alex is all over him right.
But yeah, I was gonna say even if he forces the trades, it's just not in the favor of Jake. He would have to basically work his way in, which isn't very good for him.
I'm noticing Alex is opening quite a lot, so we'll see if
that was the grab whiffing was a big thing. It was unfortunate that there was no like down 2 crushing blow punish or something, but you know both players relatively even health.
Roll? Do you agree with that roll?
Forward 4 into so the roll could have been maybe expecting Blade Sparks, you know?
Maybe.
Oh, the combo drop right there.
Oh.
That was a punish. The recovery frames on that down 2, but a nice roll out into the forward dash punish right here.
Breakaway, no flag though. Oh, the low chipped him down.
Now I think Baraka has one of the best sweeps in the game. That back 4 is
that
insanely
looks like
good.
a lead.
A lot of range and safe on block.
Yeah. That's safe on block. No
is
way.
indeed.
That's a bit sick, you know.
Ooh, the 1-1-2. Blade Sparks. This is looking really bad for Jake.
Oh!
The fatal blow over the Blade Sparks.
Get that gun butt to the mouth, man. Straight through the knees. Oh.
This is doable. Oh, he didn't get the punish.
went for it.
He tried
Oh,
it.
the
He tried it, and he
projectile.
was just a second too late. But Alex redeeming himself for the loss earlier.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he wasn't weak in that game, in that set either. But clearly, playing Baraka in this matchup was just the right thing for him. He was so comfortable playing this character.
that just even things up, didn't it?
Yeah, we're at 2-2.
This could be a close one, man. This could go down to 5-4. You never know. You never know. Both teams really want this. Both teams are making adjustments. And, you know, no one wants to let the other team get the momentum. So
Yeah, well, this has been, you know, aside from the first game, 2-0s across the board right now, right?
Yeah.
But 2-2 is a very interesting place to be because both teams need to get at least 3 more wins on the board to take this one.
I'll be honest. We don't see this a lot.
We
2-2.
really don't. So in the Arena Clash seasons that we were casting, there were a lot of dominant teams. You know, when the momentum swings in the favor of one team, it usually tends to stay there, and that goes for both sets.
Yeah.
Like if the first one was like close, the second one usually ends up being like a total wipe. But over here, I mean, this is just generally closer than we've seen most games. I think we haven't really seen two teams go at it as hard as it's like now, which is perfect for the finals.
I feel like it's because the two teams that are playing are a lot more evenly matched than maybe some of the other teams we've seen on stream. So
well, yeah, these are the two highest teams in the league right now.
Yeah. So
look at that. Baraka's
looks
jumped.
like both
That
of these
was
teams
great
are
from
just
Jake.
ridiculously high level.
See that 1-1-2 with Baraka? It's a scary thing to get hit by. You need to be patient, or you need to be flawless blocking it. And, you know, since you played the Mortal Kombat tutorial, they taught you how to flawless block that straight.
Yeah.
1-1-2.
Yeah.
It's because the thing is, when you block it, it has so much pushback that he can just Blade Spark anyway.
Yeah.
But if you get hit by it, it's such an easy confirm into his gutted grab, which is only available in this variation. But if he hits that, he's turning it into a lot of damage. Like for one bar earlier, we saw him get 412 damage, plus the damage that ticks as well.
The thing is though, like flawless blocking on reaction isn't the easiest thing to do in the world. Like it is high level Mortal Kombat strategies to do things like that. So, but you know, at this kind of level, things like that should be like kind of expected. So maybe that's an option that, you know, you might see the team trying to use to counteract Baraka, because, you know, you just don't want to get comboed by Baraka, because even
you don't want to get touched by him.
You don't want to get touched by him, because even if you break away, he's putting down that flag, and he's got a pretty good.
Oh, that's a good thing. You know, Alex's awareness, knowing when the opponent is going to break away. So every single time he got an opener on Jake, he acknowledged Jake has 2 defensive bars. He's going to break away because every time Alex gets the opener, Jake breaks away.
And the thing is,
so he's wise to it. He's going to throw down the flag, and then he's just going to go back at him again.
Even with the breakaway, the damage isn't bad. The damage isn't that bad with the breakaway. So, like, he probably been in that situation, like, a lot of times where he probably knows when the opponent probably wants to break away against Baraka, considering, like, how much damage he does. And then, like, he gets a decent situation on Oki as well. So it's like, it's just... you know, he's just a dangerous character, and you have to be prepared for it. Otherwise, you can get blown up real.
Now, you saw in that game as well, in the replays that we just saw, Alex was using a lot of jump kicks as well.
Definitely,
jump kicks. So Baraka and Shao Kahn have very similar jump kicks. Very, very hard to anti-air, though, especially for someone like Cassie. But we have Tezeron, who 2-0'd Spyware earlier, and TQT, who 2-0'd Jake earlier.
Let's go.
He just put it down on himself. The block! He's like the overhead load, no.
Oh, nice grab there.
Forward dash into the back throw. Gonna start opening up a lot of space. Now, if Jackie carelessly goes for a projectile, she will get clipped by the ice ball.
Yeah.
So TQT, playing this lane game is actually the best thing I think he can do right now to confront this matchup that he might not be familiar with.
Yeah.
Essentially, keep her away and throw ice balls, because if they hit, you get to confirm it.
Oh, nearly got the real conversion there. Nice grab there. What a
back throw.
Swing and miss.
Swing Missed, bro.
Oh!
Straight to the face.
Players caught not ducking.
George St. Pierre.
Now that is gone.
Oh,
there we go. He didn't
there.
do what he did against Jake. He actually got the follow-up.
Overhead.
Great block on the overhead. Tezzron's defense is phenomenal, really.
Oh!
He's putting down the Halo 3 bubble shield. Get out of my shield.
It actually is Halo 3.
Oh, the
you see
patience, the tech.
Oh!
I think that was meant to be the DP.
Oh, no way he got clipped by that slide. That was a big slide right there.
Now, TQT has Fatal Blow, and so does Tezzron. I think.
Tezzron.
Well, Tezzron doesn't need it. He
He's
just
so
needs
close.
to get a single
Don't get
hit.
clipped by a fireball. Oh my
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
When the Fatal Blow hit, it stopped that last tick that would have killed TQT. It stopped that last tick because it went into the cinematic.
That was so fortunate for TQT right there. Let's see if Tezzron. Oh, and as soon as I say that, he gets slided straight away. Oh, Superman push up.
That's a lot of backdashes in a row. That's scary against Jackie, who can dash punch you.
TQT does look quite a bit more prepared for this matchup.
Oh, he doesn't hold the grease kick, unfortunately. It does miss out on that combo opportunity.
Missed the Superman punch, but gets thrown.
There's the forward throw. Nice patience on the roll right there. Caught by the overhead into the slide. Now the crushing blow is what you want to watch out for with the slide. Nice dive.
He's not bothered by the...
I mean, to be honest, at this health, it's dangerous for Tezzron. There it is, the back three punish.
And that was...
Into the slide crushing blow. TQT always saves that for the game closers, and I think that's a smart thing to do because it does so much unbreakable damage.
It kind of seemed like as soon as Tezzron lost that first round, like really close, like it just seemed a lot harder for him to adjust and win that match. We might see a variation switch, we might see a character switch, but, you know, I think Tezzron's been doing really well.
I think his Jackie is really good.
His Jackie's really good. I feel like it was just a bit unfortunate.
He is going to stay on, I don't know, I'm just going to call it N-Gen because it's either next or
That could have been a big punish there, but just...
But Tezzron's, his Jackie's good. It's maybe he's just trying to understand the Sub-Zero matchup a bit more. We did see some really good decisions, good throw techs, good anti-airs. So, you know, I think it's good to just ride out your gun, see how it goes, because you still have another chance.
TQT's reads, though, man, he uses his distance management so well, and he just kind of knows when you're not going to duck, and he just gets those slides in. And it can be pretty
There it is again, the poke
harmful.
into the grease kick.
Okay, nice. He's going to do quite a bit of damage.
Fatal blow. This won't kill, but it might put him in a situation where it would be easier for him to take the
Close out the round
because he can throw down the flames.
But TQT can still win this round. Oh my God!
He did it again!
I said it. As I said it. And I feel like that was such an unnecessary risk from Tezzron to go for that right then.
Yeah, Tezzron doesn't have the fatal blow now.
Yeah.
He used it in the first round, but he didn't get the round.
I feel like that was an unnecessary risk, like going for that, because knowing that Sub-Zero has that fatal blow.
He might have read the breakaway after the grease kick and pre-committed to it.
Maybe. Oh,
nice punish on the whiff grab. Oh, sorry, the whiff down 2 right there.
Oh, the low.
Confirmed into the low.
Oh, nice breakaway though. Oh,
nice throw
get off me.
Oh, he punished it.
The spacing into that slide.
TQT is looking like he's in a really good position right now, but a great bomb over with Tezzron setting up the space, and he's going to stand inside it. Crushing blow to try and even things out. Now TQT's backed himself into a corner. Oh!
And he get off.
Oh, there it is, the back throw. Really great stuff from TQT.
Showing who's boss right now. He didn't fall for a lot of those tricks. And, you know, he was just on point. He was really on point. Boom. And I feel like one of the biggest things was that first round. I feel like that first round kind of like was like it played like mentally into the match and like what happened, and you know that those fatal
between both players.
Yeah, those fatal blow reads were just like kind of like ridiculous.
He's just a madman. I mean, Sub-Zero can just 50-50 you into a fatal blow.
You can.
Good luck. You just have I mean,
Sub-Zero's strong, man.
4-2 is reactable. That's 19 frames.
Reactable, bro.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting old. I
just
can't react to it.
Bro. But yeah, like, you know, like when Sub-Zero gets those 50-50s going, especially from that far range that he can, and he's got that fireball that you have to respect. Well, not fireball, ice ball.
The ice ball,
You have to respect. I'll keep on saying this. I feel like that ice ball is one of the best projectiles ever. like just because you can like
It
if
grants
it
you a
does
full
hit,
combo and a trade as well.
you get a full combo on trade, bro. Like come on, that is sick. Like I don't care what anyone says.
It's even scarier in the other variation because he has the amplified ice ball, which is a mid,
Like
and it destroys every projectile in its path.
like you know what projectile is better than that? Like, can you actually honestly say
on
it's
paper,
better?
so I haven't given that specific thing too much thought. I think projectile-wise, I would need to sit down and think about it. But it's definitely a very strong projectile.
It's like Guile's Sonic Boom is one of the best projectiles of all time.
Guile's Sonic Boom doesn't give you a full combo.
It doesn't, though, does it?
doesn't,
This
yeah.
is what I'm saying. Like
It's something else.
ridiculous, bro. But that's what makes Sub-Zero Sub-Zero, and it like that's a trademark thing, and you've just got to be ready for it.
Should have been using that Dimitri Vega skin though. Should have.
Yeah.
It actually looks sick. You know, it's a free skin. You know, if you own Mortal Kombat 11, you may as well download it. You know, just support what
Go ahead, man.
doing.
Go
Dimitri
ahead.
Vegas as well. You know, if you like that kind of music, it's worth checking out.
So-
But it's you know, it's been memed quite a bit online. I think the skin looks sick though. But either way, TQT was completely dominant in that game.
I don't feel like it was complete dominance. I
Not
feel like
the first time he played.
yeah. Like I feel like
Yeah.
Tesron had his opportunities, and he could have. And I feel like if he did maybe close out a round or two, it could have been a lot more close. But because every time he got close to closing out a round, TQT kind of robbed him, kind of thing.
I think that's how it feels every time you get hit by the 50-50 into the fatal blow. You always feel robbed.
Because he was like, he was like Tesron was ahead, but it's just like, I feel like he just made a slight bad decision on both the times that he nearly closed out a round, and it costed him big time.
Yeah.
And he lost all his momentum from it. And in a game like this, where you only have 2 rounds to win a match, it can like every decision is so vital. Like
Yeah, that's true. Now, I mean, you know, with TQT in general, he's been a very momentum-based player. But right now, we are seeing Dill go up against Spyware, and we're seeing Mean Street Cabal. So I imagine that Dill is the one that's playing Mean Street Cabal, which he is. Spyware over on Digital Soldier Cassie. Great throw tech right there. A nice anti-air jab as well from Dill. Nice jab in return from Spyware. No jumping at me, mister.
Nice wake up there, though.
It gets caught by the back one, too, which doesn't get confirmed until
Wow,
the
the
Nomad dash.
overhead
But the back throw right there.
I feel like I can see unfamiliarity straight away.
I mean, the differences between clean cut and main streak, they're not like exponential.
All right.
It's actually kind of easy to understand the differences between both Cabal variations because they only really just change a couple of specials.
Okay, fair enough.
But this one seems to be just. Dill looks super strong on this main streak Cabal. You know, it's not often I get to see. Like the last time I saw a main streak was at Reflect. And over there, we saw Zarakamaka play Mean Streak, and he was amazing. But a great flawless block right there into a punish from Spyware. He's not out of
That's what he
yet.
needed, though, to get some more.
He does have low health right now, but Cassie has confirms into her fatal blow as well.
Look at the footsies, though, right now.
This is definitely a more patient
Oh,
match.
he tried to go for the anti-air right there, just out of range.
Nomad dash. Oh,
Tried the conversion, but it didn't quite work out.
yeah, it doesn't combo. I think he was trying to catch Still pressing something or trying to jump.
Right, trying to.
Oh, he didn't follow it up with the back two right there. That could have been big. Gets clipped by the Cabal back
Oh,
two.
the roll. That was a good roll. He just needs one kind of clip right now.
Down for it.
Oh.
That was it. He had no defensive bars left. So the moment that he started to block that back one, that's curtain.
No mercies. We're going straight for the fatalities. We're getting it over and done with, man. And this is brutal.
I love that.
Look at that. Look at that. He's gonna chop he's gonna chop your feet off, bro. You're gonna chop
Slice
your feet
you in the
off
back of the
and then
ankles,
chop the head off. Like, come on, man. It's gruesome, bro. But yeah,
We're seeing Alex speak with Spyware as well.
Yeah.
Getting a bit of that team coaching to understand what he could be doing differently.
What adjustments do you think he needs to make to this Cabal?
Honestly, I think that he should just be playing Shang. I think because it's hard to say because I think with Shang you can kind of stay around a range that's really annoying for Cabal and just keep using the upskulls.
Yeah, definitely.
But Shang did get touched in the patch, and I'm not too familiar with it, so maybe he doesn't believe in Shang as much.
Maybe. So maybe. Did he get nerfed? Do you think?
I think so, but I don't think it. I need to reconfirm.
Right.
But Luca,
What?
I'm sure. Well, sorry, Spyware was just switch over to Cabal as well. He plays the other variation. Cabal mirror matches are something you don't really see often at all.
Not at all. But like this is like they're using 2 different variations, so
They are.
I don't really think this decides like who's the better Cabal player.
No.
Kind of thing.
Definitely.
It's kind of
yeah,
like
because they are, like you said, using 2 different variations. That was sick. He flawless blocked against the down forward, up to him in return. Spyware definitely trying to change things around this game.
Is there situations
Nice
in this
attack.
game where you'd say one variation for one character versus the other variation is a bad matchup for that variation?
I mean, that could be a case. Yeah, potentially.
Do you reckon that could be a reason behind
Nice
this pick?
anti-air. I think, well, I know that he's been playing a lot of Cabal anyway, so maybe he just wants to play the character he's been investing so much time into. Now, in this situation, Dill has the life disadvantage. He does have access to Fatal Blow. So now, what Spyware has to do is be careful about throwing projectiles. As Cabal's Fatal Blow goes from the other side of the screen and then hits you from behind. So if you're throwing a projectile straight forwards, hasta la pasta, you're done.
Yeah, if he reads that, you're finished, mate.
But Spyware took that first round. You know, this Cabal switch is working out for him a lot better.
Yeah.
But in the previous round, Dill got an escape failed on a throw tech. So I believe he still has access to the back throw crushing blow as well.
If he does, then that's going to be really
Nice
good for
confirm.
him.
That's actually a pretty tricky combo to get. Oh, into the grab. It was combo?
Dill
It
is
combos, yo.
insane.
That's sick. He used it after the Nomad dash.
Cabal's such a sick character. Like
Yeah,
the way
Cabal is awesome.
Like his animations are ridiculous.
Cabalin. Got the spins. Oh, he's going to turn this into damage right there. Corner reposition with the down back 4. Nice bait. Yo, he ended it in the Nomad spin.
Wow.
Surprised he didn't do the dash.
Got him with the low. Nice block. Nice block.
Oh, the throw tech.
Get off me.
Anti-aired. Forcing the breakaway into the meaty forward 2-2. He could have killed with the crushing blow.
No!
A great fatal blow from Dill right there.
He nearly had a like 90% comeback. Like
he could have killed. The forward 2-2-4, it was on counter.
he choked it.
He could have, he could have crushing blowed by just hitting the last button.
He choked it at the last second. But,
I think he wasn't ready for it to be a counter or a punish.
You know, you can't let that affect him now. He needs to still play his game.
That's true. I mean, he's looking pretty strong as well on this Cabal. Beautiful spacing right there into the crushing blow. That's a tight link to get afterwards at mid-screen.
Yeah,
not easy. Get 2 crushing blows back-to-back into the forward 2-2-4 again. Oh, the shimmy!
Oh, the shimmy, and he got him. All he needs is
down 1, the forward throw.
And it's looking all Spyware right now.
Is this going to be the first flawless of the night?
Oh,
my lord.
That was sick.
Boy.
Spyware not letting that
look at this.
That slight mistake.
It's the first flawless of the night.
Yeah.
Spyware, he's like, you can mop my Cassie, bro. Let me play you in this mirror, bro. No, I mean, you know, I think Dill's mean streak is sick. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen him play Cabal. It's sick.
Yeah.
And Spyware made the right adjustments. I think playing that game with Cassie told him what Dill was going to do. How he was going to play the game anyway. Not just how he's going to play the matchup, how he's going to play the game.
Yeah.
Look at things he's doing with mean streak and then figure out a way to blow that up with the other character.
He took information from that first loss, transferred it over to the Cabal, and just literally used it. But I feel like one of the biggest things was literally his composure in like a lot of players, like, you know, messing up that comeback that could have won him the match. They could have, like, you know, tilted from that point on and just got wrecked. But he didn't let that affect him, and he come out really strong in that in that final round. So that was
really strong. Flawless victories are not easy to get in this game. I mean, you know, you can give up a flawless victory by the opponent just jabbing you and you block it.
Yeah.
Because you've taken trip damage. That's no longer a flawless. He literally didn't get touched. He shimmied Dill so hard in that last round.
After a tilting kind of situation that could have been the last round. So that just goes to show the composure that he has. And to be honest, in this kind of environment, you know, with all these people watching on stream as well, all these eyes on you, having that sort of composure is not easy to have.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's shown that he has that shows he's a very, very dangerous player. So,
I think everyone so far has actually been fairly composed.
Yeah.
It's been very tame.
Yeah,
we're not seeing major drops. Like, we're just seeing occasional combo drops, which can happen anyway.
I feel like that was like a big example, though, of composure.
Yeah.
Like that right there.
He has switched over to Aaron Black. Whether this is the right decision or not, only Dill will know. However, Aaron Black, as we were talking about earlier, he did face some nerfs. Now, Spyware has quite a bit of experience against Aaron Black as well. He's a character that gets played quite often, especially more before.
Yeah.
So you're just really playing the same matchup. It's just a bit easier for you.
Yeah, tiny little bit. But regardless, though, Aaron Black is one of those characters that, it's hard to fight, man. It's hard to fight.
Gets clipped by the overhead at the end, but the throw right there to get the wake-up roll. Man, Aaron Black's design in this game is awesome.
Yeah. His design...
In general, yeah.
His design in general is...
That was a beautiful bait on the up 3 wake-up right there, confirming it into the 2-2 EX buzzsaw into the reposition on the corner.
And the read by Spyware.
Forward throw right there. Now, Spyware probably just needs to lame him out right here. Oh, he's walking his way in.
And that throw read again, like, he just seems like he's kind of in his head right now.
Did you see the badge? The little medal that came up on the screen? The escape failed. So, in the first round, Spyware managed to get Dill to tech a throw incorrectly.
Yeah.
Meaning, in this round, Spyware has the back throw crushing blow.
All right. So that's what you get.
Oh, that was a really good breakaway from Dill right there. And he wakes up and punishes the whiff Nomad dash with the 2-1,
This could go to final round.
Oh, the 1-1 breaking through the up 2 reversal. Spyware trying to flawless block that.
I'm hoping we see a final round, though, because that would be pretty hype. It'll be the first one we've seen today.
It would be, and it's very likely to happen if Spyware can't fight his way out of this corner right now.
But Spyware doesn't want to let that happen. He still needs to try, seal the deal right now.
Oh, there's the jump I was talking about earlier. He jumped it and he punished the gunshot and a beautiful back one too. He could have killed.
He could have killed it again, and that might come back
now,
to him.
Dill,
my gosh.
Dill better not throw any projectiles right now because that's going to be Murder She Wrote. Oh, he got it with the last hit! He got it with the last hit! Oh.
No way! That is so unfortunate for Spyware.
Too antsy to press buttons.
If he loses this match now because of that, that is a heartbreaker. That is honestly a heartbreaker.
No, I think if he could keep composed in the game prior to this, he'll be fine after just that. Because now Aaron Black doesn't have the fatal blow. So if anything, that's just weight off of Spyware's shoulders, right?
But he could have had it.
He could have had it. The back 1-2 into fatal blow would have won him the game.
Exactly.
But wake up buttons right there, the 1-1-1 to punish the slide and forcing the breakaway. Now Dill is in a position where if he gets caught by something that's going to lead to a full combo with the Nomad dash, it's going to hurt.
And the life lead is
mixing up the slides with the overhead. The wake up buttons doesn't confirm it into the dash.
Ooh, Spyware.
Great, he's using that back 1-2 really well, using it at a range that's very hard for Aaron Black to contest.
Dill, though, he's not out of
Jumping
it just yet. But
and there it is. This might not kill. Yep, the smallest bit of health left. Into the walk back.
And that right there.
Spyware holding it together.
Composure once again. It's like the same thing happened again. He could have had the match. He kind of choked it. And then he came back strong the next match, like the next round.
Indeed, I'm super impressed with his Cabal. I'm also impressed with how Dill's playing. Dill's fundamentals are good. You know, what I'm saying, I really liked his main streak as well. I think that, I don't want to say that he should stick with main streak, because obviously it's down to the player to determine what decisions are best with the character choices, what they feel comfortable with. But I think the way he was playing main streak was super comfortable. He looked really comfortable, and maybe that comfort is worth something, maybe it's something to favor over a character you might think is a better character.
Better matchup.
Or a better matchup.
As soon as you feel like... don't you feel like there's some days you play a fighting game and you just really feel like comfortable and you feel like nothing's really bothering you?
Yeah.
Especially with a certain character. Like, if you're in one of them kind of modes, like on a day like this, that can mean like everything. That could get you wins, and it could like, you know, it could win you close games where you wouldn't have.
Well, the momentum started in the favor of the T-side Steelers, but now it seems to be switching over on its head and actually going towards the London Lionhearts.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next match we're gonna have is really gonna be a decider to who's gonna control the pace of what's going on right now for the remainder of the finals. Because if the Lionhearts win, they're gonna take the set.
They will.
And if the Steelers win, they're gonna keep it going, which is only gonna make it closer and closer. But they have to fight at a disadvantage, which isn't, which can be a good thing, because the other team then starts to feel really nervous about dropping that last game.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And if they do,
or they only need to win one. You know, that's the mentality. And then only need to win one can be very difficult.
Yeah.
But this looks like it's gonna be Alex and Tezeron. We're gonna see Jackie Briggs with Noob Cybot.
I love these like intros, by the way, when they talk.
Yeah, you know, Noob talks a lot of smack, you know. he's actually pretty BM.
Man like Noob.
And see, now that is a big part of this variation of Noob, is that slide.
Yeah.
So that slide, when you amplify it, it has a second hit.
Right.
As you can see right there. 254 damage for a 113 into the slide amplify. That's just 25.4%, right?
Yeah.
And that is at the expenditure of a bar. And each one of these slides that connects, including the second hit that comes from the amplify, add up to the total 10 you need for your crushing blow on the shadow tackle.
Yeah, that
which was
like
a requirement that was really hard to meet in the other variation.
Yeah.
Because he only has
one punish.
And great punish on the teleport right there. There's a bit too raggo from Alex.
Oh, nice breakaway though. He didn't want none of
Doesn't
that.
interrupt the gap between the back 3-4. Now he does have Fatal Blow. He's got to be really careful because both players have Fatal Blow.
Oh, did you see that?
They're both whiffing quite a lot.
Oh, he tried
to a scramble.
Is he gonna? Oh, nice.
The amplified dive. Oh, the teleport!
No way! Oh my God! What a read at the last second, and he just looks like Tezeron. He's so close to closing out some of these rounds, and then at the last hurdle,
down 3 grease kick again. That doesn't combo; it just catches you not blocking. Oh, gets caught by the overhead at the end of the string.
Tezeron can't let this affect him though, because he's
playing
so well.
I definitely have not been counting how many shadows he's hit. So he could very well have that shadow tackle crushing blow loaded up.
Oh,
that was a bit too much of a risk. However, it did pull him out of the corner. Tezeron didn't have the meter to extend it. Oh, went for the hard read over there.
Yeah.
Tezeron still without the offensive bars.
And
now, I think Alex just did that to put himself at mid-screen, really, and just try it. He had nothing to lose, right? Like,
yeah, well, like...
He forfeited the round, essentially.
Yeah, like the round was...
Oh, he could have maximized the punish on that. The back two just didn't get enough damage. Dash punch, crushing blow is now out. And there's the amplified slide again.
Nice duck on the fireball. Nice, and
that ghost ball is unblockable, but you can duck it.
Oh, juggle time. Oh.
No interrupt on the gap. That string is +4, meaning the opponent has 4 frames of advantage over you in pressing the next button, which is a very good thing for Jackie because she has fast moves. But he was standing on the fire the entire time. He was standing on that flame carpet and it just didn't work out for him.
Tezeron though, man, he came back strong. He got red in that first round, and you know, he kind of did drop that first round, but he didn't let that affect him too much. And we saw more of that composure again, and you know, he brought it back the next 2 rounds, and I think that's a really big thing for him because I feel like if he did lose that match, like that could have been like a really bad like confidence killer for him. Like, why am I not like closing out these rounds?
To be honest, right? Do you think that it's worth just playing Baraka? Because with Baraka, every time he was getting a touch, he was turning it into a combo.
Yeah.
Whereas Noob does get damage. He doesn't get as much damage, but he essentially wants to just keep you away. Keep throwing out the shadows and everything.
I personally don't think that Baraka is a bad idea most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah, because the individual hits you get rack up a lot harder, right? Oh, he did switch to Baraka.
I feel like, especially in tournament as well, Baraka is just like, he's one of those characters where, like, you don't really want to go against him because...
that was a sick whiff on
You know, if you make one mistake against Baraka, it's all over you.
Oh, and yeah, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot.
Look at this again.
I think he tried to get the crushing blow.
And he rinses your defensive bar
into the overhead. damage buff flag out. Gets countered by the dash punch as well. Oh,
Ooh, the
just
dash
whiffed
punch.
over there into the back throw. Yeah, Alex looks so comfortable on Baraka.
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like he's kind of one of those things as well that Baraka's such a momentum-based character. Is that if he gets, you know, some of those hits in, it only takes him.
Oh my! Yo, Tezzron's gotten that at least once well, obviously once in every single. I swear in every single game that he's played, because people just aren't ducking against Jackie.
Yeah.
Holding on to the
tried
chop chops and
interrupt.
catches and pressing buttons. Ends it early right there. You can choose how long you hold it for. Obviously,
you
there's a
can.
max duration, but that was a clean jump in. Confirms it into the combo. Tezzron opting not to break out. Is he going to crushing blow? That's a lot of damage, and he's going to take Tezzron probably regretting not breaking out over there. Into the interactable. That's it.
That was ridiculous. And Alex.
That was a fast game. That was a really fast game. I mean, Tezzron got opened up twice in the first round and lost so much health so quickly.
So what do you think, Tezzron? He looks like he's sticking with this variation of Jackie.
Yeah, he must main this variation of Jackie or something.
Do you feel like the other variation? Well, there's no point me even going into it because he went straight into the rematch.
Oh, the down 3 grease kick absolutely working wonders.
Wow, he went straight for the breakaway.
Nice block on the overhead. Already adapting to the mistake.
Nice.
Got him first round, first match even. Good block on the dash punch. You can full combo punish it though, which is why I urge players to just duck.
Yeah.
Because if she whiffs it, you get a full punish, and with a character like Baraka, you make her eat a lot of damage.
He's got
That's going to be confirmed into the corner combo, but forces the breakaway from Tezzron, who's going to get the 3-3 opener with the crushing blow, counter punish. That's most likely a dead character. There we see it.
Tezzron, he wasn't having it this time, man. He's like, okay, let me just adjust to this Baraka real quick and let me get my game on. But, you know, Alex is not out of it just yet, but he is in a bad position right now.
He definitely is.
He's out of that bad position, though.
The corner.
Yeah. Said bad position.
I like how Alex is not overcommitting to any of these buttons as well, so he doesn't make himself punishable. And that was a great confirm. Oh, he drops the combo.
Dropped it.
Tries to go for the
Oh, nice block on that overhead.
Oh, he let go of block too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, fireball on the floor. Oh, nice read. With
that combo, that looked like it whipped. There it is, reading the breakaway again. Bring out the flag.
Oh,
Meaty through the fatal blow.
And we got a final round, first of the
do.
day. Let's see who's going to take this one. This is real important, though. This is really, really important.
That it is putting up the bubble shield right there. The read on the grab. Down to crushing blow. This is going to hurt.
Oh, this is really
Tezzron has no bar. He can't break away.
Wow,
That's
that
almost
is
50%.
No, that is 50%,
Yeah,
bro.
with the tick damage.
Wow.
Reading the wake up.
No way.
Oh.
Tezzron is in a super bad position.
Oh, the down 3. The chop chop is going to kill.
Wow.
No. Lionhearts with the back-to-back flawlesses?
Ridiculous right
That's another flawless.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, man. Yeah, Alex's Baraka is looking strong.
Super strong, man. Like, he tried the noob. It didn't work. And he was like, okay, let me just go back to what I normally do. And he made the adjustments. And but the thing is, Tezzron did play well. He did play well. But this is the thing about Baraka. You make that slight mistake.
Yeah, and then he will capitalize on hard.
That 50% combo. What is that? What is that? Like, come on.
That one's the leave game right there.
Delete
That one's the PS button into the close application. But
you're a bad influence, bro.
I don't do that. I see people do it all the time, and I love it.
But yeah, man, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
So I think the London Lionhearts took that first series right there.
So we're going to have a 10-minute break, and then we're going to go into set number 2.
Yeah.
The London Lionhearts taking it 1-0 over the T-side Steelers, but it was not free at all.
Not free at all.
T-side are looking strong, and the Lionhearts are also looking incredibly strong.
Nevertheless, though,
momentum could shift in the next one after a break.
It could, but London Lionhearts are up 1, and that is big right now. That's real big.
Yep. But anyway, you know, if you are looking to buy any of these jerseys as well that we're seeing these players wear, they look awesome. I have one myself, and I can safely say it's incredibly comfortable. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
But you can head over to like raven.gg and you can buy any of the tribe jerseys over there. Support your local scene as well. And you know, I'm just so glad that Mortal Kombat 11 exists because this game is cool. This game's
super hype, man.
It's so cool. And you know, can we just take a second to talk about the combat pack that's been confirmed now?
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
So, character number 1, right? Shang Tsung. Character number 2, Nightwolf. Right? And in terms of the other Mortal Kombat characters, we have Sindel as well, who some people might remember from Mortal Kombat 9, where she basically killed half the cast at the end of the game in the story. Queen Sindel, yeah, awesome character. And then we've got some guest characters.
Yes.
We have, I'll start things off, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid right off. We have Joker in Mortal Kombat. Now, I get that people are not too happy with Joker. But as someone that grew up reading Batman comics and
at least he's in the game,
stuff,
though.
He is dark enough to be in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
He is twisted enough to be in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
So it makes sense to me, you know. But the other 2 characters are the ones that people have lost their marbles over. First off, we have Spawn. Spawn was confirmed in the little trailer, I guess, that they did, where they revealed Nightwolf, Sindel, and Spawn after Shang's trailer. And for those of you who are fans of Todd McFarlane or Spawn in general, or even played Soul Calibur 2 on Xbox, and you saw that character and you're like, oh yeah, he's cool. He's coming to Mortal Kombat 11, and he'll be here on March 7th. It feels like a lifetime away for myself.
But he's going to be here.
Yeah,
he's going to be here.
Patience is a virtue. And the other one has the facial model of the Lord Schwarzenegger himself. It is Terminator T-800, who is going to be the next character that comes to Mortal Kombat 11, and he is dropping in, I believe, October.
I'm actually hyped.
October 8th, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm super hyped for Terminator, bro.
Yeah, I think everyone's hyped for Terminator.
Come on, bro.
But we are going to cut to a break. We're going to be 10 minutes, and when we come back, we'll see more Mortal Kombat 11 action between the London Lionhearts and the Teesside Steelers. However, when we saw Spyware play Cassie, do you think that was because he feels most confident in Cassie? Because when we see him play Cabal, he looks so much stronger on Cabal. We did see him lose the match against Tezeron when he switched to Cabal, but after that, he kind of changed things around. Maybe it was just what we were saying earlier, where Jackie, is just that strong, but, we'll have to see if there's any surprising character picks in the next set. Hope you guys will join us in the next 10 minutes. We'll be back soon.
Has brought me out of me, my love for you. Has brought me out of me, my love for you, 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 my love for you,
I'm a curious man with some curious genes. I get that from my dad. I'm no far from the tree. I feel like I'm a butterfly, sting like a beamer. I hate features. Done my running around with my head in the clouds. Been lost and then found. When they woke up and frowned, tell myself I'm the man. I was right to be left. Now I'm back to myself. Who am I to keep on holding you from everything you want? I can see you and see what you want. Who am I to? Who am I? Da, 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 da. Who am I? Da, 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 da. Who am I to keep you in the
Looking right, left, going straight. Don't know where to go, wanna hide away. I'm reflecting myself. You are no good for me. Somehow, dangerously, am I? Da, 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 da. Who am I?
Hey everyone, welcome back to I-65. The Mortal Kombat 11 Arena Clash finals are going on. Proudly sponsored by Belong, and you know, we are going to have some really exciting matches as well that are going to follow through with the first set. London Lionhearts ended up taking it over the T-side Steelers, and the momentum kind of went back and forth in the beginning, but ended up just swinging completely in the favor of the London Lionhearts. There were a few character changes that were very essential to winning these games as well. Players are looking a lot more confident. But now, after this break, we've had that intermission where the teams can just speak to each other. They can confer things. They can talk about things. And, you know, we can see some adjustments. We could even see some character pick changes. I mean, imagine if a team was just playing 3 Garruses now. That'd be funny. But
I feel like the new patch that came out as well has like kind of affected what has been happening in these matches, because we've seen Cassie not do as well as she normally does. We've seen some noob come out. We've seen we've seen Collector get played, which you don't really see a lot. So a few things like you can kind of see like some different approaches getting taken, and I feel like the patch is a big thing. It wasn't a small patch. For competitive play,
it was impactful for competitive play. I think. As a casual player, you probably wouldn't feel the effect of the patch like too hard. Most of the things they're not like gigantic changes,
but
just slight character changes.
They're big enough changes for competitive play to at least sway some picks in certain matches.
Like the intricacies of the patch are the important parts. And in the first match we're gonna have Alex against Tezeron. I'm intrigued to see if Tezeron stays playing Jackie. I think his Jackie's very good. And then Alex, who had played Collector, he had played Noob. I was gonna just say he's most likely gonna stay on Baraka because Baraka had the most success for him. And we do see Tezeron back on Jackie.
So I feel like Tezeron is a character loyalist, as he plays multiple fighting games. So he feels like picking one character for each fighting game probably is the best way to go for him to get better at.
I agree with that as well. I think it's solid to just have one character you're comfortable playing against everyone. But this first match is definitely starting off a lot slower. That was nice anti-air, but a great roll into a punish coming out fromAlex, getting the big damage.
Look at the damage.
That was a late breakaway. At that point, Tezeron had already taken 30% damage, but that's going to crushing blow. Now, this is a big one. So in Jackie's first variation, when she hits that, if she already has the crushing blow loaded for the clinch with the elbow, she can turn that into about 53% with that 3-3 crushing blow. So but you don't have access to that in this variation, but that was a really clever way of just ending the game right there, ending the round, sorry.
It feels like Jackie does sacrifice like quite a bit of damage for this variation. But
which seems very like counterplay.
But like she does have some very good pressure tools
in that 1-1-2
in this
breakout
variation, which could be good for tournament. So we'll see.
Now we're seeing Baraka's jump kick get a lot of mileage over here in the corner, like right there. Great confirm from Alex. He's going to close out defense the bar. There it is.
And that was...
Look at that, 334 damage off the jump kick. Now, as I was saying previously before we had the intermission, Baraka's jump kick is very hard to anti-air. That was sick. He didn't move from his place. He was just like, oh yeah, you're going to use the interactable jump to me. You're going to eat 39%. And there, that was a duck into the punish. This is what I was talking about before. He didn't have the bar to extend it. But this is looking like it's all Alex right now. It's going to be hard for Tezeron. Oh, I think is that another flawless?
Look at that delayed timing on that. Like, that was so good from Alex.
That's another flawless.
Don't you think it's kind of mad that that Baraka has such, like, he's got such a high damage output, but then even on top of that, he can just put down the flag and get more. Like, like don't you think that's kind of
I think it's a really smart thing to do the stand forward flag if you know the opponent's going to break away, because you don't really need to commit to anything else. I mean, you just set up the buff and then you just like play your game, right?
Well, Tezeron looking to make some adjustments here. I just feel like he's struggling, kind of like not getting clipped in like into 1 million damage. Like,
he's definitely losing the damage trades because Baraka just hits like a truck anyway.
Hits like a truck. Like, it seems like Tezeron's getting his hits in, but his just ain't doing the same.
Yeah, well, right now he is ticking Baraka very slowly. He's ticking Alex very slowly.
Yep.
Alex has already got a little bit of life, but as Baraka,
one hit here.
So that 1-1-2
here,
actually pushed him out of range of the fire, and then he used the fatal blow against, you know, the upwards bomb shot. This is gonna hurt. Now, any touch over here from Alex is gonna take it, but likewise, any touch from Tezeron is gonna take it as well.
Nice block.
Oh, tries the dive. Oh, he missed the punish. Oh, he missed the kick.
He missed it again. Oh my God. I can't believe that. That was crazy. If he dropped that round there, that would have been crazy. But yeah, nice neutral.
Good job not overcommitting to that string. Forward 4-4.
Nice Superman punch. Nice.
Good use of the dive to get over the projectile.
That's good for punishing projectiles.
Yeah, it seems to be.
But he's trying to get him locked down in the corner right now. But Alex doesn't seem too phased.
Yeah, I mean, he's staying at that magic range just outside.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's actually being ticked now, but before he was just outside of range of it.
But it just seems like Tezeron isn't actually winning this exchange.
Yeah, he's not. He's really not. The chip damage and the actual damage from the Blade Sparks, from the Rogue Blade Sparks, are losing him out.
He's doing more than
on into the meaty chop.
I don't feel like Tezeron made the right decision there to just go for the, you know, the fireball trades and stuff. I feel like he should have went in and went for the pressure, like having him locked down in the corner as well. Like, I feel like that was a missed opportunity there, but he's trying to get some more momentum going here to make up for that. But we all know if Alex gets one touch, it's
going to hurt. But, I mean, Tezeron does have the 2 defensive bars. He is able to break out from it. But that 1-1-2 into the amplified Blade Sparks, that's unbreakable. You're not airborne. And in this game, you can only break out when you are airborne.
Yeah, yeah. So that's
as you can see right there. So Tezeron being wise to it and setting down the trap for him to just add to the tick. Tezeron is looking like he's a lot stronger in this round right now.
Nice.
Beautiful stuff right there.
Fireball.
That delay to make him hesitate and just let him eat more of that tick, just close out the round for him and close the game for him. Tezeron looking a lot stronger, especially in this matchup now.
Jackie's so much cooler in this game than she was in the last one, in my opinion. Like, so much, like, the way that
I agree with you.
Yeah, like, in the last game, I don't think she was that cool. She just seemed a bit boring through, you know, she was a projectile character. She was just a bit boring.
Yeah, because she was kind of like daughter of Jax, and that was her character personality.
Yeah.
But they made her a very unique character in this game, as they have with everyone. Nice anti-air into the plus string.
Oh, you have to interrupt that string on reaction.
Yeah, so Baraka can 1-1-2 it in between it. However, if Tezeron opts to do the other string, there's no gap.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he got caught with that. That's going to crushing blow. Into the jump one.
Oh, he puts down that fireball and... Oh!
This looks like it's all Tez right now.
Tez is all over.
That is it. Looking super strong going into this. The T-side Steelers have got that momentum on their side building, but they're looking a lot more confident. That was a good flawless block on that forward 4-4. This is going to force the break.
It is 1-1 though, so if Alex can get this round, he's not out of this set just yet.
That's true. The down 2 to catch any pokes.
He's got such a good position. And the thing is, Baraka's like jumping kick looks like it's got a very, very good hitbox. Like,
it does, yeah.
Look at it.
It's hard to anti-air, very hard.
So you have to kind of like
big down 2 or something.
Yeah, yeah, you have to kind of respect it, which is really good for him because he can just set up the plus frame.
But yeah, this is looking very dangerous right now. The up 3 gets baited. Tezeron just walking back.
Final round once again.
Exactly how it was in the last set.
Yeah.
Coming down to the final round, both these players are very evenly matched, and I think this is really going to come down to if Alex can get the hit on Tezeron before he builds those 2 defensive bars, it will be heavily in his favor.
Look at the
but it is not looking like that's going to happen right now. Oh, the dropped combo.
But he gets him with the plus string, though.
No anti-air on the neutral jump and no punish on the missed.
We all know, though.
Right there. Ooh, can't convert on that in mid-screen. Unfortunately, he can only use it in the corner.
Nice. Oh, gets clipped by the fireball. This Alex is still not out of it. He's in a very good position.
Playing, just activating the damage buff, and he's just playing it safe right now.
Anti-air then would have been brilliant, but the thing is, you're scared of the...
the stand switch. That was potentially a roll. I can't imagine anyone...
Oh, nice whiff punish, and that's going to be it.
That was a great whiff punish.
That was beautiful.
Tezeron with the adaptations. Great stuff.
And we're going to have a fatality. No mercies, no messing about.
When Jackie was revealed, a lot of people complained about this fatality, but I think it's awesome.
Why did they complain?
Because apparently it's boring. I think it looks cool.
What's boring about it?
I know, she runs at you and she puts sticky bombs on you and then just like presses her Zerg wristwatch.
People need to start complaining, man. You just complain about anything, bro. Come on. That's still gruesome, bro. Like,
it is, yeah.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't want that type of
it still
thing,
serves its purpose as a fatality.
Yeah, that's fatal, bro.
I think you dead.
you kind of dead after that one.
You ain't getting up after that without a
kind of dead, you know. But yeah.
No, Tezeron honestly just played so much better that time round, and I think that playing against Alex in the last set really helped him understand just what he needed to do to change. Speaking to Jake and Dill afterwards, I can imagine is only helpful. Both those players have been observing from the sidelines and understanding how to, you know, change up what you're doing against Baraka. Because you're not just playing against Baraka, you're playing against Alex's Baraka.
Yeah.
And you have to then factor in what would Alex do with this character.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing. If he follows patterns, try to find ways to exploit those patterns, right?
I feel like Tezeron actually kind of did that as well, like spacing him out, and then kind of like it felt like he knew that he was going to go for that knee into the front kick, and then he, you know, he just stepped back and then got the whiff punish to close it out. He wasn't really doing that beforehand, and it actually won him the set. So very good adaptations there by Tezeron. He gets the first set towards T-side Steelers.
Yeah, that first point, valuable point going over to the T-side Steelers.
I feel like
it's what we saw in the last set as well.
The
next match is going to be an interesting one because we haven't seen these two players play against each other yet. We're going to have Dill, the lone warrior who secured T-side's position in this finals by beating the Bristol Smugglers, with a very intense tiebreaker set between Scare Tactics and Dill. And then, you know, TQT, who's run a train on everyone he's played today, the other two players of the T-side Steelers. So this is actually Dill's, you know, opportunity to avenge his teammates as well.
Definitely. So who do you think Dill's going to go with? Do you think he's going to go straight back to the Cassie? Or
I think that, I mean, he could play Cassie. It's because TQT is playing Thin Ice. You know, with Thin Ice, you can't low profile Cassie's gunshot. You know, you can't slide underneath it.
No, you can't.
With Aaron Black, it's like, yeah, he can pull out his rifle and he can throw in an acid and stuff, but you can still, like, you know, slide at him. Cabal is a very wise pick, I think, in this matchup because you have the potential to just lame Sub-Zero out.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And, you know, he's not a character you really want to let in on you, but that is a great hit confirm. Now TQT has switched over to Dead of Winter, which is variation number 1 for Sub-Zero, the more commonly played one. In this variation, if Cabal throws a projectile, so this changes everything. If Cabal throws a projectile, if TQT reacts to it and throws out an amplified ice ball, his ice ball wins.
Yeah, definitely.
Right there, he's getting mixed in this corner relentlessly.
Wow.
There was also an escape failed, so if Sub-Zero gets another back throw, that's going to Crushing Blow. And that Crushing Blow does 31% by itself. So it's a very big part of his game plan. Try to catch Dill pressing a button.
I feel like 95% of Sub-Zero's wins are just literally Sub-Zero destroying his opponent. Like,
he is a mixed monster.
Yeah. Like, he just seems like as soon as he gets a hit, like, that can kind of be it.
Very risky slide right there. Not slide, sorry, shoulder.
Oh, but
great
Dill.
confirm into the Nomad Dash. Gets the standing 4 into the Buzzsaw. Good confirm into the knockdown with the meaty jump kick.
Went for the neutral jump though. Oh.
That round was all Dill.
That was sick.
But it's also because both players are very close to each other. You know, if one of these characters gets momentum, they can snowball for the rest of the round.
Definitely. And they're both known for snowballing, so let's see if TQT can actually get out of this corner, which he did.
Oh, nice block.
Oh, nice block.
Doesn't get the punish on the amplified ice ball, unfortunately.
Dill is actually clocking onto that.
That's gonna that hurts. 31%.
Clips
a really good read, throwing the ice ball with the Nomad Dash
into the conversion.
No anti-air.
Oh,
that must have been an input error, sure.
That had to be, because that is super punishable.
I think it was a forward dash into a down 1. Perhaps.
Oh, but he gets the throw.
Nice
nice neutral jump. Is this gonna be?
This might kill. This is dead. Mid-screen Crushing Blow combos, great stuff from TQT.
That was so sick. The way he read that and just killed it.
Now, a little bit of a fun fact about TQT, though. I've known him since, I think, the beginning of Mortal Kombat X, which is 2015. He's always played Sub-Zero.
Right.
Always. He's
Super
like
loyalist.
a loyalist.
Yeah, yeah.
When this man won one of those Corsair statues that you got of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat X,
Yeah.
he painted it blue.
Painted it,
That's how much he loves Sub.
But why would you not though? Sub-Zero is just like a super iconic character. Like,
Yeah.
apart from like Ryu Ken, Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
there's
there's the other side of the coin, really, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
But, there it is. What he tried to do in the first game as well is use that down 4 into the cold shoulder to bait you pressing a button after the poke. Because the cold shoulder on Amplify, if it's a counter or a punish, it gives you that crushing blow that you just saw for him to take that round.
Dill started straight off with that move that spins you around, man. Like,
Oh, the
nice
unsafe
punish.
Nomad Dash. Good punish.
I did feel like TQT was going to start clocking onto that.
Now, I think TQT put himself into the corner in that position because he wanted to enforce the back throw. But maybe to get like an escape failed or something. I don't really know. I don't think he should have side switched in that position.
Nah, me neither.
But this round is looking pretty
nice
strong for
throw
Dill
there.
right now. It's not over though. Sub-Zero does have Unbreakable Mix as well. You can force your opponents into a guessing game. Oh, nice break on the throw. Nice anti-air. That was a beautiful jab from Dill.
Cabal, man.
Going into the final round of this game itself. See what adjustments both players can make.
So TQT needs this round if he wants to close this out 2-0. You never want to give your opponent a chance to bring it back. But right now, Dill is just riding that momentum.
His consistency with those combos is really good. Those
Yeah.
are not easy combos to do.
Definitely not.
A lot of micro dashes involved.
Yeah.
Nice throw escape.
But you need your execution on point.
Oh, that was he stance switched. That's so unfortunate. He missed the combo, the punish, but he still gets the combo.
Oh, Dill
29%.
right now.
It
Nice
is.
roll. Oh,
Checking him with the one
Wow, the
into
cancel.
throw. That is it, I believe. Oh, TQT is alive with the smallest bit of health.
can he make this comeback? Can he do it?
He's gonna have to mix a lot.
Oh my God! Oh,
Forward throw.
bruv, listen. Oh, come on.
Dill's choice to delay the wake up over there was so
can't
crucial
believe that.
because he just forced that crossover punch to whiff. And I
Yeah.
think that crossover punch was meant to be used preemptively against an up 3, which would have taken the game.
Yeah,
you know,
right, yeah.
a safe wake up, which has invulnerability on it. If anything, when Sub-Zero is that close to you, it's a smart thing to do, really. You know, it's going to close you the game. But
100%.
maybe TQT was expecting that. And then went for the preemptive crossover to try and scout that out.
The mind games were deep, man. He nearly had that comeback, and it would have been, it would have been all over Twitter and that, it would have been one of those ones. But, sometimes it just doesn't happen, man. You make that slight wrong decision, and you just don't get the comeback. But, it can happen next time, maybe. You know what I mean?
I think now TQT's thinking about whether he should switch variations or whether he should play the same. Now, I think playing Dead of Winter is probably the smartest thing.
Yeah.
Because even if he's comfortable on thin ice, you can't really slide underneath Mean Streak's projectiles because he has the low buzzsaw as well.
I just don't think anything needs to change because it's pretty,
Hey, Dill's
pretty close.
Dill's hit confirms are so good. He is like confirming these back 1-2s and these forward 2-2s or anything he uses. He's converting them into Nomad Dash so much. There was no punish on that buzzsaw, unfortunately. But does catch him with the overhead into the ice ball. That's only comboable in this variation with the amplified ice ball as well.
Oh, the whiff punish. Well, he could have got a bigger punish.
Yeah, he could have gotten a bigger punish, but it's no problem. He's gonna keep throwing him. He's like,
he gonna do it
I'm gonna
again?
keep testing
No
you.
way, he went for the
Yeah,
nose.
and there's the chip.
TQT with the mix-ups, man. A round of applause all over the place. And, we're going to get back into this round here. And TQT,
And the
it
throw.
doesn't look like he's going to
Escape
stop.
failed. He's got that 31%.
Oh, the bait!
Oh, and there's a crushing
Oh
blow
my
on the
God,
counter.
the
He
damage.
was pressing buttons after that up 3.
This looks all TQT right now, but Dill has one last chance.
Nice
Oh,
jump, forcing the breakaway.
nice break there.
Oh, again. He
No
doesn't
way.
want him to get that back throw crushing blow and put him in the corner.
Ooh, straight back in
We
the
need
corner.
to see some anti-airs coming out.
Look at the cancel.
Stop this. Punish!
Oh, punish!
Oh, but he's going to get
He
the
wasn't ready for
31%
it.
anyway.
He wasn't ready for it.
This
TQT
is
though
dangerous.
is still looking strong. Oh, nice block there. Oh, fatal blow.
He jabbed him to get the counter poke. He waited a tiny bit and then pulled the trigger on the fatal blow afterwards.
Delayed timing.
Yeah, this is an even game now.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, Sub-Zero does have the fatal blow as well. It is still a 50-50. It's a fatal blow. Potentially, nice
it
block.
wasn't falling for
Doesn't
the
get the
overhead.
punish.
He knew the overhead was coming.
The back throw, it won't kill. It won't
This
kill.
is going to
It's
final
close.
round. Oh,
Nice.
red the new.
Meaty 4-2-2. We're going into a final round between Dill and TQT. One match apiece.
This is big. This is huge. If T-Side Steelers get
Nice
this
whiff
one,
punish. Doesn't get the amplification on the buzzsaw to extend the combo, unfortunately.
TQT needs this for the London Lionhearts momentum.
Definitely does. He has been a clutch monster for them so far.
Yeah. Oh, the cancel. Nice roll. We haven't seen any slides from TQT.
He doesn't have slide in this variation.
Right, yeah, definitely.
But right now, Dill is looking like he has all the momentum. The ball is entirely in his court right now. Amplify on
Dill
is looking rough.
Oh.
We better see some mix.
Oh my gosh. If
Some mix. We gotta see it all right now. Now is the
fatal
time
blow
to
on deck
concede.
as well. He went for the neutral.
Oh!
Oh my god. Fatal blow.
Oh!
my
Is this gonna kill? Is this gonna kill?
Oh my god.
Oh, I think it's over.
Kill.
It's dead. I got him.
Oh my
Oh my lord. Yo.
No way. No way he closed out the final round like that.
My God. No,
Right.
these players are putting on such a good show. We couldn't have asked for more in this finals for the Arena Clash. All of these matches are incredibly entertaining, and moments like that are the reasons.
That
this.
that was like so important for the London Lionhearts. Like that comeback, like, you know, if they went down 2-0, like it could have been all T-side Steelers from that point on, knowing how this game is, the nature of this game. But now they've evened it up 1-1 in that fashion. Like to do it with that sort
That
of
was
comeback.
close. Still had the momentum. It's just Sub-Zero.
That,
Right?
like-
Dead of Winter is scary.
But the thing is, the way he made that comeback was kind of similar to how he nearly made the comeback in the other round.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like
held it together.
Yeah. He did, and like now that also sends a message to, you know, the T-side Steelers about TQT. They're gonna be wary of like closing out rounds against him now because they know he's got that potential to steal it from you like that. So you know, that was just like, that was actually amazing. I can't lie.
But we got Spyware and Jake up next. Now, I don't know if Jake plays anyone else or if he's just going to stick with Cassie, as we've seen already. But, you know, not a weak Cassie Cage player by any means.
Definitely not.
No one in these finals is weak. And I think that, well, Spyware, you know, he played a lot of Cassie. He's going to know that matchup inside and out, really, as someone who mained the character.
I feel like most high-level MK players know the Cassie matchup right now.
Yeah,
I don't
because
feel like-
99% of online was Cassie Cage in the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
It was either that or it was Garrus.
Yeah. So like, it's kind of like one of those matchups that's like a given that your opponent probably does have quite a bit of knowledge on it. But that being said, Cassie still a strong character that even if you know the matchup, if you make the wrong mistakes, you can still get blown up real quick, real quick.
Yeah. But, you know, Sub-Zero's, you know, even if you were trying, so, sorry, I'm just thinking so much about that comeback right now.
That was ridiculous, right?
It was crazy. It's just Sub-Zero's momentum. His momentum in Dead of Winter is scary.
But it's like, that was the perfect thing for I thought that neutral jump at that point, to me, was kind of like pretty obvious because that was the one way.
It was the game winner, wasn't it?
That was the one
was
way
his
he
win
could have done
condition.
it.
Yeah.
Like, it was the exact amount of damage that he needed. Like, that was the one way he was going to make that comeback. And, you know, the guy fell for the bait and he got kind of wrecked for it. Like, what can you say, bro?
But we are going to go into this next match. We have Jake up against Spyware EXE. T-side Steelers and London Lionhearts. This is set number 2, and this is the 3rd match. We did see Alex up against Tezeron first, and then we saw TQT against Dill. Right now, we are at 1-1. So the winner of this game is going to take that all-important second point to secure that lead in this 3rd game. So a lot of patience being shown from Spyware. Back on that Cabal, as we saw him do very well on. Oh, he tried to punish the gunshot on the way down, I believe.
So they're just playing quite a bit neutral right now. Like, not a lot happening, but you know they're trying to make downloads on what their opponent likes to do in the neutral that they can use later on.
Now, Spyware is a player who's very good at flawless blocking. Cassie, as I was telling you earlier, her upwards glow kick has a flawless block gap in it now.
Right.
So if we're going to see anything confirmed into an up glow kick with the Amplify, I am more than sure that Spyro is going to be ready to punish that. But that was a great use of the forward 4 right there. 9-frame normal into the confirm. Good combo from Jake.
Went straight for the pressure afterwards, though.
Jake's playing this very patient, and I think that's the best way you can play against Cabal right now. There's a crushing blow at mid-screen. Going to be hard to convert. I think Spyro is trying to go for the 2-3 link right there.
That is a hard link to hit, though.
In the corner, it's easy because you can just down 1, and then you follow up a 2-3 dash.
Yeah.
But at mid-screen, yeah, it's a tough one. Oh, he bet it all.
Punish.
He bet it all on that. I don't think this punch will kill. It will not.
That could have been left, though, but he got it anyway.
So what Spyro did was actually pretty, like, it was pretty ballsy because he walked forwards and then
did it.
And then he did it. It's like he was basically trying to get a back 2 out of the Cassie.
But sometimes you have to show your opponent that you're kind of crazy and you will take the risk just so they respect you in certain situations.
That's true.
So, you know, at the end of the day, it didn't work, but it may be in the long run it could help him out.
Restand into that 9-frame normal. Cabal is one of his own. Forward 4 as well.
Ooh.
Probably backing up just in case there was a roll coming. Great read from Jake. The down 2 crushing blow. Stand 4 into the gunshots.
Oh, nice combo right there.
Really optimal
that
damage.
Did a
410.
lot of damage.
Oh, he tried to anti-air. Yo, Cabal's jump kick is actually pretty hard to anti-air though at that range. Oh, went for the fatal blow, but gets forward 2 afterwards.
Spyware though.
I respect the attempt though. Jake still has the fatal blow if he needs it in this round. Spyro also still has.
Punish that.
But he missed the full punish.
He wasn't expecting him to just go for that straight away.
He tried to get the crushing blow.
But, you know, Spyware does like to do that.
Back 1 low hook.
We've seen it a few times now where he just does that straight away. Oh, nice neutral there. Gets him with the throw. What's we doing that?
Oh, nice use of the amplified interactable right there. Oh, he traded the buzzsaw, so Jake couldn't follow up the combo. But that was a nice confirm as well. Good block on the overhead. Into the nomad spin. So no one has punished that today in the, I think, 2 or 3 times that Spyware has used it. The move itself is punishable. It's full combo punishable on block. But the recovery is so fast that people usually aren't expecting it.
Yeah.
And because on block it only hits once, whereas on hit it hits 3 times.
Yeah. Those are like some of the hardest moves to punish where, you know, the block stun's pretty short.
Yeah, I mean, things like EX Ice Ball as well. It's hard to punish. Spyware backing up a bit, respecting the roll. Both players very low health. Nice air to air.
Oh, the breakaway, that was so good.
Oh, catches him pressing buttons.
Wow.
That fatal blow.
Spyware takes it. First match.
But it is the first match, and look how close it was.
It was ridiculously close. Like, that could have went either way, but like that decision right there to go for the fatal blow, that was like life or death, and it did work out. And like, you know, we did say like the first time that he went, like when he went for it, it was pretty risky, but maybe you know, Jake wasn't really expecting that time because he punished it the first time, and then Spyware went for it again, and he closed out the round with it. So, you know,
I think it's just, you know, using a fatal blow in a smart way where if you bait your opponent or if you get them to want to press buttons, you can use it then.
Yeah, you
fatal
can,
blows have, for those unaware, fatal blows have an armor property which comes up in after the 4th frame. So from frame 5 onwards, which is literally the individual frames out of 60, frame 5 onwards has armor on it, meaning if someone tries to hit you, the hit will get sponged in favor of the armor. So you'll still take the damage, but you won't take the actual hit effect of the hit, meaning that fatal blows are incredibly good as reversals.
So we're getting back into this second match right here. We'll see if Jake can make some adjustments right here and, like, you know, maybe bait out some more of those fatal blows.
That was a really nice air to air. Unfortunately drops the nut kick, but gets an opener right there. Back 2-4 into the gunshots.
Cassie Cage right there.
Oh, that duck on the throw. Doesn't get the nomad dash.
Oh, what a whiff punish.
Really nice whiff punish.
That
into the optimal.
Ridiculous.
Right there, forward 4-2 into the gunshot. No punish from Spyware. Probably expecting the amplify, but he didn't have the meter.
The distance as well was a bit weird, like, to get that punish right there.
Flawless blocking all these gunshots.
Oh, nice poke in here. I love how Jake, like, he kind of like tests his opponent in the neutral, just like with single pokes and stuff, just to see how they react.
Nice throw off that back one stagger. Gonna keep him in the corner. See what Spyware does over here. Oh, the wake-up jump out of the corner. Gets caught with a jumping kick into the buzzsaw.
Even health.
Oh,
again.
he went for it. Oh, I think.
And there we go.
I think he bet everything on Jake doing a wake-up over there. He's not dead. Oh, he flawless blocked that. He didn't take the chip.
No way.
Oh.
No way. No
Is this
way.
dead? No, it's not. It's a pixel left for each player.
No
Oh!
way. Oh my
The
god.
Lionhearts have been clutching it out so hard.
Spyware with the clutch right there. That was ridiculous.
Caught with that Cassie forward 3. Oh, gets the counter on that back 1-2 string right there from Cabal. Does drop another one of the conversions into the Nomad Dash, unfortunately. Now with Cabal, it's really important you're constantly getting those Nomad Dashes, and when Spyware tightens up the execution and the hit confirms for it,
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot better for him, because the mileage you get off the Nomad Dash and being able to hit confirm into it, it's like Ice Ball in the sense that you just get the combo follow-up afterwards because it leaves the opponent in a stasis.
Yeah, definitely.
But right now, this is corner pressure for Jake right now. Jumps himself into the corner.
That was a
1-1-1
bad
from
decision.
Spyware into the forward 2-2 reposition, and I'm really glad that he confirmed it into the Nomad Dash there, because it's just as literally as we were saying,
Spyware
just
wants
wasn't doing
to
it.
close this out
Oh.
right now.
Nice throw from
Oh,
Jake, puts him
nice.
back on the corner. Into the meaty forward throw as well.
Cheating
Dash up.
robot, man.
Smart stuff.
You're fighting her and the robot, bro. That ain't fair, man.
And the robot? Does the robot have a name? Do you
I
know?
don't know. You should know that, man.
I just call him Drone Boy.
Drone boy.
Oh, the back one to the overhead catching. Nice.
You know what would be really sick if you could actually take out the robot?
Well, imagine if you could just, imagine if you split into weapons. It's like Dante's briefcase or something. It just changes.
That would be pretty messed up.
Nice
But-
combo into the restand, the forward 4 into the low hook.
Spyware is just literally a certain.
Yeah, once you're in this corner, it is hard to get out.
Especially
Beautiful
against
spacing right there, and
ball.
that is going to be it. He didn't get the brutality like I know he wanted.
Spyware just played ridiculously well right there.
He
He
did.
made all the right decisions. He was using a lot of that jumping
Jumping
kick,
kick.
because the hitbox is so good. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a risk to try and anti-air it.
Personal opinion, I think Cassie's jab is an incredibly strong anti-air.
Right.
Because the jab itself is fast, has a good hitbox, and if you space yourself correctly, you can jab people out those
Well,
jump kicks.
we have seen it a lot where Cassies do jab people out the air into
Yeah.
full conversions a lot, but you don't really see it as much with other characters. So I do feel like you're actually right on that.
It's just with Cabal, in the way that he jumps and the way that his leg extends with his jump 3.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's kind of awkward.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
You need to actually be closer to him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the range that Spyware is choosing when he jumps
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just harder to anti.
Yeah, yeah, like-
So you down twos will probably work better.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
maybe.
if he's committing to the jumping kick, you can just crouch and down to him when he's doing those early
Yeah.
jump kicks.
And-
The only way he would catch you is if he does a deep jump in and he waits and does that kick later on.
And
But
these
those
are-
ones you can jab.
These are small details about matchups that, if you know them, can make the biggest difference.
Yeah,
on-
I mean,
on things
2D
like this.
fighters across the board, really. Anti-airs are exactly as they're called. You are basically taking someone out of the air. You know, if someone's doing jump-in attacks on you, if someone's, really frustrating you with a lot of aerial-bound moves,
Yeah.
anti-airing them is a really big part of fundamental 2D gameplay at a high level.
Definitely.
You know, we see it really prevalent in basically every 2D fighter in the market. And being able to convert that into a full combo is really, really important.
Definitely.
Because you won't get a full combo off a down 2. You'll get 14% universally. But if you can jab people, if you're confident enough and you practice enough to
Full
jab people out
conversion.
the air, you get a full conversion, which is always in your favor and a lot more damage.
And it makes people think twice about using reckless jumping.
yeah,
on you,
exactly.
Which a lot of people love to do because, it's kind of like that situation where maybe they feel uncomfortable in the neutral, so
Yeah.
they just go for a jump and just like hope it works. And if it
Yeah.
does, they get a lot of damage out of it. But you need to make your opponent like kind of scared to do that, because if they just can get away with that for free all the time, it can make like certain matchups hard, especially say if you're against a Baraka and he's going to do like 50% like when he lands that jump
Yeah,
on you.
it's just,
Like-
if you're feeling up to it, you can forward dash and jab them, but that's some really high stuff.
Yeah, really
Um,
hard stuff. But You know,
Either way, like, yeah, it's just when an opponent is choosing that range and jumping in. Now, MK11 offers something unique that has not been in other titles, which is the flawless block.
yeah,
Being able to flawless block a jump in
And
takes
punish
away
it.
the advantage of the jump in.
Yeah.
However, if you flawless block a jump in and you up to it to launch them, you're fully punishing that jump in without actually running the risk of having your anti-air lose to the button that's coming out.
but that does
Once
take
again, it's tricky.
skill.
It
does take
takes
a lot of skill.
So yeah, practice mode is honestly your best friend with learning how to do these things and maximizing the different mechanics in this game to your advantage.
These are the kind of things, though, that will separate you from the rest.
Yeah.
Like there's high-level players, and then there's going to be great players that can use all these flawless blocks in high-pressure situations that can actually punish you for things that you normally are safe when you're against certain other players.
Now in this match we have Alex going off against Dill. Dill is playing Mean Street Cabal as we've seen him play before. Very strong Cabal. And, you know, I'm really glad to actually see this variation be used, because when I play Cabal, I play the same variation as Spyware. It's just the simpler variation of the two for me. Mean Streak requires you to play in a certain way, and those cancels go a long way for a Dill.
Those cancels, though, they can mess with your opponent's head. Like the way he can bait you out is kind of mad.
Truly is. Those forward two meaties. Alex being
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That is
now, you know, the only drawback to using those cancels is the fact that he sacrifices one defensive bar every time he does them.
yeah, that
When he
is a
sacrifices
drawback.
that against a character like Baraka, you are losing your ability to break away.
Yeah, but
No confirm into the gutted.
it obviously takes quite a bit of confidence to be able to use that and make it work. Like he sacrificed those defensive bars and he still won the round against Baraka. So, you know, he's obviously confident in the way he's using it.
Yeah.
Nice cancel right there.
Oh, gets clipped by the overhead. Nice forward roll into the punish. Now, he doesn't have the defensive bars because he used the breakaway. So he's just taken 37% for free, potentially even more now. The forward throw from Alex.
Jump straight.
Oh, the
over
neutral
that,
jump into the
wow,
punish.
That was
Bad
weird
string to
ending.
commit to, a lot of recovery. Stand for.
Flag.
Oh, he probably thought there was going to be a breakaway.
Oh, nice cancel. He could have got a whiff punish there, but he wasn't really.
Oh, he has no defensive bars now. So this is dangerous.
Yeah, well,
the next touch.
if he does get touched, he's going to be dead anyway, more or less. So.
That's true. Oh, he got caught at the end trying to punish the chop chops.
And a lot of people do get caught trying to punish those chop chops.
I mean, it's hard to, because if he does it for a short amount of time, you are effectively just letting him do it.
You're letting him do it,
But he can
extend
hold it.
Yeah,
He can hold it, yeah. And if he hits that, he can extend it even more
It's actually
with the
legit.
amplification.
It's
Yeah,
actually
it's
legit.
totally legit.
It's a legit strat.
Wake up buttons, the 1-1-2. And now,
this is gonna
Dill
be
doesn't
tough.
have the breakaway. He's eating this again, 37% damage.
straight into
Nice,
the launch
confirmed,
again.
but he has the breakaway now. Will he use it?
Final round.
There it
Oh,
is.
he's got the breakaway.
I think he tried to break away later to punish the flag call, but Alex was wise to it and didn't even call the flag.
What a
Beautiful
dunk.
duck! Down two.
Conversion.
Is he going to convert
Nice.
this into fatal blow? Yes, he is. This
No
is like the
way.
maximum damage he could get. He got the forward three after the Nomad dash.
He needed that.
He definitely needed it. This is going to put things in Dill's favor right
It's
now.
going to be the wake-ups now. Like, what's going to happen on the wake-up? Is it a fatal blow? Is it not? Like,
Baraka's fatal blow is... Oh, the jumping! Oh, the tech!
What a tech. Oh, my God.
Scrambles.
Oh!
My lord, the neutral jump.
That neutral jump was so risky, yet so, like, calculated. It was ridiculous. Like, he just knew some button was going to come out, and he capitalized on it beautifully.
Now, I definitely see Alex is confident in his Baraka. He was playing that pretty well. It's just maximizing Baraka's crushing blow potential is a big part. Now, after a certain amount of hits, I believe it's 8 hits, Baraka has, so the same command grab that he uses, the mid grab, that he uses to extend his combos when he hit confirms. If he ends it in that, he'll skewer you, and then that will do damage over time.
No way.
That crushing blow is really important. And I think as a Baraka player, it's really important to make sure you at least use it once in a game. I mean, you can only use them once in a game, but it's important to at least try and force that out.
And the neutral right now is just kind of...
Great whiff punish right there, confirms into the Nomad dash. Still looking like he has all the momentum right now.
Cabal
Nice
do bad
crossover.
damage himself.
1-1-2. Are we gonna see a breakaway? There's the flag. No breakaway from Dildo.
You see so many breakaways versus Baraka. You just don't want to hit. You just don't.
Yeah,
want to
I mean, you don't exactly want to get touched by it, right? Stand forward, down 1. Nice.
But that's
Late
one of the
breakaway.
things that makes Baraka so strong, though, because he's rinsing your defensive bars.
Oh, this is bad.
Ooh.
This is really bad for
Wake
Alex.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Catches him out with the meaty right there. Nice.
Make up fatal blow is just a bit too antsy in that situation.
Yeah. So Dill, up 1 round here and 1 game. So
Caught Alex trying to disrespect those cancels as well.
if
Into
he
that
gets
first
this,
combo.
it's going to be really good for the T-side Steelers.
Oh, the crossover went the other way. Oh, right. Both players playing really patient right now. No hit confirm on
Alex
that.
is definitely not out of it, though. If
He's
he gets
taking
right
all the
punishes.
little amounts of damage he could get right now and just playing it safe.
That was a big whiff on the down 2, by the way.
It was great
Oh,
jab up
nice.
there.
That jab didn't even look like it hit. That jab
Yeah,
has a really good
that
hitbox.
shows that Dill is experienced. He is aware of how the hitboxes work.
Yeah, yeah.
And he stayed at that range where the jab was just the best punish he could
Yeah,
have
yeah,
for the anti-air. Oh, that's a big jump in. Drops the combo. That's a really big drop.
Yeah, he needed that. And he could have got
This is the Nomad dash though.
there.
Very even game. Nice block.
Punish.
Into the
yeah, I
4-4.
thought that would
Nice.
happen, yeah. That was a big risk right there. He does pay the price for it.
Now,
Loses
Alex,
round.
yeah. So Dill has his fatal blow. He's got this for this final round. Meaning, at a certain amount of health that Dill has left, Alex is essentially shut out of doing projectiles.
Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be a big deciding factor in this final round here. But
Now, there's a lot of jumping going on, but we need to see more anti-airs coming out from Alex.
Yeah.
Because Baraka has one of the best down twos in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so big, it hits basically behind him because it's like a rainbow arc.
yeah, yeah, like that. But
so-
if he does whiff it, it can be pretty deadly towards him.
Yep. Nice.
Dill,
patience
though,
right
is
here.
all over him. Nice cancel there.
Oh,
nice
catches and
punish.
pressing buttons.
And this is looking all Dill
Oh,
right
that
now.
is it. Great confirm
And
into
that-
the Nomad dash.
That is huge for the
Dill
T-side Steelers.
taking it for the T-side Steelers. I feel like I just copied you. But yeah, he's into this fatality. You know, you were talking about my top 5 in the game. This is in there.
This is in there.
Yeah, this is in there.
It's gotta be, man.
I love it because the way he slices the back of your ankles, it reminds me of Attack on Titan.
Your feet are just planted, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
You don't need these. It's the sound of the teeth when he's got the hooks in like your mouth. He's got like the double fish hook thing. I mean,
Disturbing,
Yeah, oof.
disturbing stuff.
it's the good stuff.
You're funny, man. But yeah, this is evened it up for the T-side Steelers. So
2-2. We were here last set as well.
this is what happened last set, and like, I think from this point on, I feel like the London Lionhearts like took the momentum from this point on last time, but it could be different this time.
I mean, you know, we'll have to see how things go. Next, we have TQT, and he was the one that set the momentum in place, wasn't he?
Yeah.
His 2-0 performance and his ability to clutch things out, his ability to just be overwhelming to deal with, gave the Lionhearts so much snowball.
If I remember rightly, I don't feel like TQT has lost a set yet.
He hasn't lost a set yet, no.
He's riding some real good momentum right now.
And he's up against Jake next.
And he's kind of like trying to solidify himself to be, you know, maybe the best player that's in this right now. Maybe. But, you know, people are going to try to prove him wrong now. Jake?
Right now, TQT is the one to beat.
He's the one to beat.
He is the one to beat. He hasn't dropped a game. He's played all 3 members of the T-side Steelers, and he hasn't dropped a game yet.
And, you know, I thought Tezron was going to give him a run for his money. He did, but he just couldn't close out those rounds.
Yeah, no, it's just so interesting because these players are so evenly matched, and it really comes down to that momentum and how much they can build. Because TQT's been so momentum heavy. Spyware as well gets a lot of mileage out of his momentum. Dill especially, a lot of mileage out of his momentum. When he has you pushed again, like when he has your back to a wall, he knows how to capitalize on that. And we saw the same things coming out from Jake and Tezeron as well.
I feel like a big thing about TQT is though.
Oh, a Jax pick.
What?
A Jax pick?
But as I was
This
saying,
is the stuff I want to see.
as I was saying, the big thing is about TQT is he's not just carried by momentum.
Yeah.
Even when it's a really close match and the momentum isn't really like it's like a very back and forth momentum-based game, he can still clutch out rounds when you know the going gets tough. So
Yeah, for sure. He's one of those players that just knows his character inside and out. But this Jax pick is definitely unexpected. Jake with that pocket grin and Barrett, or hunkering down rather, sorry.
oh, nice bait
caught
on
him with that crossover into the back to 1-2-4. I haven't seen that before.
This zoning from Sub-Zero though. Oh, nice slide.
Slide right there, catches him stand blocking.
And the thing is about TQT, he can use both variations very well, can't he? With Sub-Zero.
He can, indeed, yeah.
So that's a big thing as well, like knowing both of your variations and using them to their max potential.
Yeah, the whiffed grab doesn't get the proper punish on it though. Back throw.
Do you agree with this pick from Jake?
I think, yeah, because I love Jax.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think he's awesome.
Yeah,
and
Jax is
it's
awesome.
interesting to me because he's just not playing Cassie. It's like,
I mean,
I want to see
like,
Jax as well. This
I
is
mean,
cool.
but apart from Jax being like,
Oh, you mean
sickest
matchup
character
wise?
ever,
It's
like, yeah, like,
it's yeah, right now it just looks like TQT is so comfortable playing this, and that's dead. That is it. The overhead into the slide. If you weren't
No
ready for
way.
that is dunzo, boy. And
that does so much
but
damage.
yeah, Jake might be reconsidering the Jax pick. It depends. If he is confident in Jax, he can stay on it. If it feels like it's a good thing for the matchup, he can stay on it.
I personally say he shouldn't be picking a different character from what's been
because he's
successful
potentially
so far.
rusty on that character.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. Like
and right now, and it, like everything is like, it's on them now. It's on them to take this momentum back from them and basically, you know, not get too old. You know, in the series. So, you know, I'd say stick with your guns and just do what you normally do. And
No
just
pun
try and see-
intended.
yeah.
Stick with your pew.
Oh yeah, back to the Cassie.
Hey, drum boy. That forward four is plus on block. Oh, doesn't get the punish on the nut kick though. Probably misinterpreted that for a poke. Gonna have to see. Using those air axes really well. Oh, he is so fast to react to you stand blocking. He will just slide you.
But that's a very good strength about Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
That I feel like there's no way you react.
Oh, that was a sick bait on the up three. That's gonna kill. Oh, he didn't opt to spend the bar. He wants to keep him in the corner. I respect that.
T-Side Steers was hate Sub-Zero at this point.
Yeah.
Name was hate Sub-Zero at this point. Like, this character, bro.
He
It's like, oh,
failed.
I'm standing up. You're just going to slide me.
Oh, that was smart. He forward rolled and then ducked.
Oh, nice
throw, knowing that
breakaway.
the crushing blow is there. He gets caught by it anyway. 31%.
That was a really good breakaway because he basically stopped the momentum and, you know, put the momentum back in his favor.
Well, right now, TQT is just all over Jake. He has just got him
That was,
by...
that was like too quick, man. And I feel like the Jax pick was, it did work against him in a way. Because
yeah, it's, well, so...
he had no
Jax
momentum.
is a character that's very spoken about now. He's regarded, a lot of people say that he's like a top 5 character now.
What? Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
Because with the way that the patch worked, he ended up just being stronger all around. But he's one of those
Oh, he got
characters.
super buff.
He is a super momentum-based character.
Yeah, definitely.
If he hits you with that fatal blow, he gets fully heated arms, and when he has those fully heated arms, he has forward throw crushing blow, which is like 31%. He's got command grab crushing blows, which are like 42%.
Enough damage.
And it's just crazy. He's got the projectile as well.
Yeah.
But you don't really get to reap the full rewards of Jax, I think, in the variation that Jake was playing. Because hunkering down is not a combo variation. The overhead that he would cancel into is kind of the extent of it. You're using him to pressure people. You want to be using those normals to literally just pressure them and then just be beating them down, building up the crushing blow when you have the heated arms.
Maximize your combo potential.
Yeah.
So it was a risk that he did take. You know, maybe because of the new patch, that was like an influencer to make him pick Jax. But as I said, you know, the patch is still new, and you know, those kind of things in a high pressure situation can work against you. Just because the character's good or might be top 5 doesn't mean like...
Doesn't mean it will win you the game.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you've got to win the game, especially against someone that is super comfortable with their character, who is a loyalist since how long has he been playing Sub-Zero? We don't even know.
Since the beginning of the game, really.
So there you go.
I think since the reveal in January.
So there you go.
But yeah, no, I'm interested. I want to speak to Jake after the finals to actually know his thought process behind picking Jax in that matchup, because I'm not a very good Jax player. I learned how to play Jax because obviously learning to play a character helps you in the matchups against those characters, and you understand what they can do and their different options. But that's not enough experience for me to know why hunkering down would be a pick against Sub-Zero or against Thin Ice. So I'm just interested to hear more about that.
Maybe, yeah. So speaking to him about it, like, you know, maybe he's got some inside tech that us lot don't really know about, but maybe he was just like picking it because he felt like it, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to have that run back between Spyware and Tezeron. Tezeron being the only person in my life I've seen play that other variation of Jackie besides the Gap Standard. And yeah, he's just looking like, so it's such an enjoyable variation.
I feel like it's a thing like Tezeron likes to do as well. He likes to pick unfamiliar characters that you might not be like too, you know, experienced in a matchup of, because I've seen him do it in other fighting games as well. So it is a tactic that, you know, you might see him do. Well, you definitely will see him do. So, but the thing is, he's also fundamentally sound as well on top of that. So it makes it like twice as hard to beat, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know,
he's an experienced player, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Competitive Tekken player or fighting game player in general. And you know, so normally from the Tekken players that I speak to, they generally have quite a learning curve when it comes to Mortal Kombat or 2D games in general, because it's really out of their element.
It's out of their element, and to be fair, Tekken's such a different game where it's like you have more defensive options, as in you can like sidestep and things like that.
Yeah.
So when you come to a 2D game and it's like
you're bound to a certain like
like
playing field.
So like reads are so much more like important, because you can't really like avoid coin flips the way you can in Tekken. So it's like but the thing is, Tezeron obviously he's very good at 2D games as well. Yeah. So
my point was that I'm really impressed with how he's been learning Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I think that he's been playing really well.
I feel like from what I'm seeing, I feel like he was a 2D player. I feel like he's a 2D player before he started playing Tekken.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he plays a 2D character in Tekken as well.
So he's got the corner pressure right now, and you know, this is the second time we've seen him just start off things with that dash punch, crushing blow. Spyware did lose 2-0 to him in the last time. So this is Spyware's basic chance for, you know, being able to get revenge on Tezeron and take another point for the Lionhearts. But right now, I mean, that round was all Tez. That was just pure aggression and making Spyware play his game.
Yeah, and he's not really falling for those special attacks, and he's just getting those punishes on them. So that's a really big thing in the matchup as well, not letting him get away with that for free.
Now, something with Cabal, in this variation, you don't have the straight buzzsaw in the air.
Right.
What you have is the angled buzzsaw. And in that angled buzzsaw, you can whiff those air normals like you're seeing him whiff the jump kick, and then he's throwing out the buzzsaw straight after. Now, he did a poke into that to try and bait out a counter hit so that you get the crushing blow. But he's getting one of them right there. Anyway, this round is looking like it's all Spyware now.
Tezeron can still get it back, and as I say that...
It's just going to be hard now. I don't think Jackie has the damage to make this one. He's going to have to make all the reads. He's going to have to make all the reads if he wants to take this one back.
He's got Fatal Blow, though.
Oh, nice confirm.
Oh, my God. He's got Fatal Blow, though.
He does indeed. And now, now it's dangerous. That was sick. I don't know.
He's not dead.
I don't know.
No way. No way.
He might be dead. Oh, he's dead. He's done. Yeah.
So as you were saying about him not being able to bring it back...
He just inched his way in. He made all those right reads.
Yeah, he did. But
that was really crisp stuff from Tez.
I feel like those fireballs on the floor kind of made... he kind of made him crack. He made Spyware crack right there.
Yeah, so Spyware, I think, was thinking on too many layers, where he should have probably just played it a lot simpler.
Yeah.
And just acknowledge that when you have the life lead, you kind of can just sit back
Chill,
and throw projectiles.
and then wait.
Yeah,
wait
you
for
just
your
create
opponent to
space, right?
overextend. Yeah, yeah.
Just create the space so you don't have to deal with what the opponent.
And look at the smile on his face. He's like, yeah.
I mean, he made a sick comeback. He's feeling himself. Yeah, look at him. God.
He's pumped. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah. but you know, Spyware doesn't look very phased by that at all.
Yeah, he's very composed.
Yeah, he looks very composed.
It looks
about
like he's plotting his opponent's demise right now.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got that Goichi mental notebook.
But
he switched to Shang. Oh, the first Shang Tsung pick of the evening, but he still gets opened up with a crushing blow right at the beginning of the game. Oh, these grease kicks are honestly, it's not a move that you should be getting clipped by. I think when you're a competitive player,
But
it's incredibly punishable and it's very rewarding for Jackie. So you have to just be patient in those situations.
Tesron isn't bothered at all.
But the amount of life that Spyware just lost there.
That hit him.
Yeah, apparently so. I think it's because he committed to an air normal, so it extended the hitbox.
Wow, I didn't know that could hit people like that as well.
Oh, great use of the up skulls right there. Using it again, 160.
Is there anything about this matchup that can make it hard for Jackie?
I think just being zoned out, because the damage that Shang is going to get overall just kind of just...
So is that the reason behind this pick?
Maybe. Maybe Tezron's not entirely comfortable fighting against Shang Tsung as well.
Those up schools look like they're doing a
there we go, no punish on the grease kick.
Oh, this is going to be...
Now, these are really big. He needs to be punishing those grease kicks. Everyone needs to be punishing those grease kicks if they want to beat Jackie convincingly.
Yeah. Look at the damage those.
Now, moving in right now is a bad idea for Spyware. He should not be moving in.
He's going to get this comeback again.
Oh,
no, he didn't have
using that. I think it was down 3 into the up skulls. So that the poke actually knocked Tezeron out of the fatal blow, which is like what we were talking about earlier. So we hit him between frames 1 and 4 and just stuffed it entirely. Ooh. That back 4 is so cool. Gets caught with the second up skull. Oh, great jump in from Tezeron. Good confirm into the grease kick.
Tezeron needs this round. Like, he wants to close this out 2-0. He doesn't want to go another game against this Shang Tsung.
I can't imagine he would. If this is a character you're not too comfortable fighting against, then maybe Spyware needs to pull out his big bag tricks.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, the 4-4?
The timing on that. Throw?
Oh,
maybe?
Nice patience. He doesn't convert it into the up skulls.
Nice breakaway, delayed wake up. Oh,
nice.
the
Perfect
up skull.
spacing right there with the up skulls.
No way.
Hey, Dante, what does Shang say?
Your soul's
Do you remember that? Your soul is missing.
It's missing, bro.
He's got to walk. He's made.
It's not around, man.
Going straight into the rematch.
Well,
it doesn't look like Tezeron's probably like, man, I didn't buy the combat pack. Oh, damn.
But
nice stuck on the dash punch right there. Not reaching it now.
Tezeron looks a bit frustrated that, like, you know, he nearly had it 2-0, and then, like, he just kind of got, like, zoned out by these...
I mean, I feel it. I crumble quite a bit when I play against Shang because he's
tilting, isn't he?
Yeah,
like,
he's tilting.
If he gets you with those up schools, it's just like, come on, bro. Why are you doing so much damage off that?
Oh, nice the 3-3. The way that Tezeron is using this is really good. I don't see
nice breakaway,
many people doing that. But the down 3 into grease kick getting mileage for him again.
Oh. See, those up schools, man, they just come out of nowhere, like, and you're just getting juggled for no reason.
Come out the ground, mate. Look at that. He's got 1 health left, and the body drop is going to take it. So, well, the corpse drop, sorry. The corpse drop itself is an overhead, but it has a hitbox on the way down. So if you were jumping within the vicinity of the corpse drop, it's going to clip you.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then if he amplifies it, it's a low.
This character, bro, is so jarring.
In that corner, a lot of
Look at that overhead into the low.
It's a mid. It looks like an overhead.
He looked like a low, sorry.
Yeah. Nice down.
For the untrained eye, that you probably hear.
The untrained. To the naked eye.
You'd think that's a low.
Nice up skulls. Breakaway was all but meaningless. Spyware
gets taken out there by the Shang Tsung, and that's not what the T-side Steelers wanted. They kind of needed.
I mean, Tezeron was looking really good in that.
Yeah,
first
he
game.
was looking so good.
I think it is just he didn't really know how to really
deal
playing
with that
it
matchup.
Shang. Because when you're in that upscale range, what I mean, you're
You're
limited.
always in it though, aren't you? More or less, kind of. The old school range.
So he can only do it from the front into the second one, and then if he amplifies it,
Right.
he'll come to the third.
So
But
it's
right now,
4-2 to
the
left
Lionhearts.
now. And Tezron, like, he could have had that. He could have had that. But I feel like as soon as he saw Shang Tsung, he was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like if you don't know that matchup and like you kind of get overwhelmed, it's just like it can kind of snowball really fast on you. He nearly had it. It was one round away, but you know those.
Jake right now is the hope for the T-side Steelers. He's got to win this set against Alex, or things are not going to be good. For them.
Yeah. Alex, though, you know, he's had mixed results, but also a very strong player.
Yeah, so across all of his games, he's definitely been playing well. There's just been times where he's choked and he's dropped punishes, he's dropped combos, missed some conversions, but not everyone can play flawlessly. You know, when you're playing in front of a crowd, when you're playing on a stage, and you're in a high-pressure situation.
Even in casuals, it's hard to play flawlessly. Like, who plays flawlessly in casuals? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've
got like war flashbacks in my head right now.
About that
just
guy.
Being lamed out.
but that's the thing, though, man.
I say but I agree with what you're saying that you know players make mistakes. You know, we're all human. But
unless you're top
you
level.
have to be super sharp and on point. You know, you need to be on the ball about getting these punishes. In a game like Mortal Kombat, when the opponent is putting themselves in a position where they could potentially eat 35% plus, or lose both their defensive bars, basically leaving them vulnerable until they.
You need to take that opportunity.
Yeah, 100%. You need to take that opportunity, and you need to maximize every single mistake that your opponent mistakes.
Yeah, it's such a momentum-based game, and just one punish can take your momentum back.
So Alex is playing Seeing Double Noob, has access to the slide, and I feel like he may have picked this specific to the Cassie Cage matchup, because the slide can bully Cassie as well, just as he's using the gunshot to bully Noob.
R.I.P. Goro, man.
Yeah, rip Goro. You will your punch walk will be missed. I don't think using the Ghost Ball is the right call though, because you can be waiting and reacting to these gunshots with teleport, and the Ghost Ball is too slow. It's an unblockable, yeah, but they can duck it.
Yeah,
So even if it's an unblockable, it's a high. And
so you can't get punished for it.
Yeah. Oh, nice neutral jump. It doesn't get the jump in punch to connect. He's just building up all these shadows right now, and
oh, nice anti-air right there.
that also counts to one of the shadows. So every time he's using one of those.
Full punish.
Oh, the back three into fatal blow. I think he could have gotten more damage off that with the down two combo though.
Maybe, but at least he got a punish nonetheless.
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna close the round. That did a lot of damage actually. I thought it would scale more.
So maybe he just knew
yeah,
that.
Jake looking real good.
Round 2, fight.
So Jake takes the first round, definitely what he needs right in this position, because if he does drop this set, the London Lionhearts take
right
it.
there.
They take it 2-0 if Jake does drop this set.
That is true.
Oh, nice.
No punish.
I said nice punish before he even punished it.
Now you can get combos with that amplified slide in the corner. Nice down two. Knocks him out the corner, but you know, not that big of a deal when you have a life lead like this. Great punish. Optimal stuff using the crushing blow. Keeping Alex in that corner. And now,
nice jump there.
I think just a bit too early. Alex is getting caught jumping and rolling and basically squirming a bit too much, and he's losing a lot of health for it. He went from having a life lead to, you know, completely losing it with a fatal blow. Drop kick.
Not what Jake wanted right here.
This is gonna even things up. If that slide hits now, it's gonna kill. Because if he amplifies it, it will kill. Oh,
and
so
he went
close.
for the slide as well.
Oh no, anti-air. Oh, the poke. That was risky.
Wow, Alex staying alive right now. Definitely what his team needs.
Both players super patient.
Oh, the slide.
Slide right there. Nice duck on the ghost ball. Now he's going to start throwing out the tackle because I think he's been counting, and now he has like 10 shadows. He must do. So now it's a matter of will Jake get clipped by that, and if Alex has the bar to amplify, he's going to get the crushing blow on the shadow tackle as well.
Oh, nice bait out right there. That was
2-1 into slide. Oh, whiffs the 1-1-3.
Oh, Jake's neutral is really good though. You don't really want to play
Back
too
one
much
grab,
neutral
nice
with
punish.
this guy, because he will get those hits.
Oh, caught by that slide again. That's 16% by itself.
Noob's such a sick character. Look at him, man.
Yeah, he is. Original.
Oh, that roll was ridiculous.
this is very, very
Look at the lane.
tight.
Look at the laming though. Look at the chip damage that each
needs
one of these
to-
is doing.
Oh, the roll into the throw!
Bro, that was ridiculous. And Alex, like, literally
Alex.
was on his deathbed kind of thing, and he just rose up and took that match. Wow.
I love this fatality.
That is messed.
That's how I feel when I eat Chipotle.
That is actually messed up. But yo, Alex, man, the way he stayed composed and brought that back for his team, like he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you get that game that easy, bro. Like we've nearly got this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hello! Oh, I'm gone now. Goodbye.
Round 1. Fight.
Possibly. the
If Alex
final
wins
match.
this, then that is going to be it. That means the Lionhearts take it.
And the
So
Lionheart,
everything right now, no pressure is on Jake. He's got to just, you know, he was playing really well in that first game. He just let some things go, you
Yeah.
know. It's not easy when you're fighting against Noob, because with the damage you're getting from that slide, and the fact that it's safe, when you amplify it, like, you have to deal with a lot. But if you make the right reads on him, and you punish him the correct ways and try and get optimal damage, it's going to work out in your favor.
yeah. So
Nice use of the
just
gunshot.
to remind us, if Lionhearts take this, then they will be the second team ever to go home with 2 trophies.
Yeah, that's true.
So
And they would have won the arena clash as well. Unblockable right there. No anti-air again. Now, Noob's down 2 is a very good anti-air. Noob's down 4 is also a good anti-air.
Oh, he went for
The
that
dog!
throw. That throws a bit
Stand 4,
fake.
nice. Just using the down 2, keeping things simple.
So you can tell that Alex
stuff.
kind of wants to close things out now. He went for a pretty, I would say, kind of obvious throw there. Got punished.
Oh, punish it! Oh, there it is. Can he get the combo? No, he does not. Now, that must have been an input error from Jake's side, because the down back 3 in Cassie is the most useless move. It is the most useless move.
Oh, the wake up didn't really.
Oh, catches
find
him
him
with a
out,
jump
though.
kick into the teleport. Nice confirm for a cheeky little 19% almost.
Did he flawless block that?
He did indeed.
That's sick, bro.
Both players playing super patient. I like the fact that Jake isn't overcommitting to anything. This round is important to him right now.
Yeah,
if he makes this
definitely.
comeback, he's going to tie it up 1-1, and that is going to be a big
And
momentum
he's going to
change.
keep his team alive, which is the biggest thing. That
Oh, unfortunately, doesn't get the follow-up on the amplification.
Oh, nice slide.
This is so close. This is bad.
Oh, those projectiles.
Oh, the fatal
punish
blow gets
that.
blocked.
Oh, he punished it with
He
a
threw
throw.
him into
Nice.
the corner. That was so smart.
Yeah.
It wasn't a punished
nice
throw, but he still threw him into the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, yeah.
And now this is not where you want to be against seeing double noob.
But the thing is, you have to be quite on point to tech those throws. So if you're not really expecting the throw, it can catch you off guard.
That's true.
And this
Laying
is
the application on the slide. Nice. Versus
potentially
it.
final round, and it could be taken by the newly
Oh!
noob cyber.
Oh, that's going to crushing blow.
Wow,
307
That's so much damage. And it's looking really good
Oh,
for
that's
Alex
safe.
right now.
4 throw
Oh.
escape failed as well.
The robot gets involved. He's not going to let you win that easy.
Oh, the teleport!
That's it! The London Lionhearts. And he finishes it off with the fatality. No other way to do it.
But, you know, I'm going to give a huge shout-out to the T-side Steelers. I want everyone to give a round of applause to them, because they played amazingly.
Amazingly, bro. They really gave the London Lionhearts a run for their money. They played so well, made all these adjustments.
This was a really, really good finals.
Really good
This was
finals,
really
bro.
good.
Really good finals.
I'm super happy with how everyone played today. Great sportsmanship as well. This is
Yeah.
the wholesome stuff that we like to see in the FGC.
Yeah.
In gaming in general,
Yeah.
this is what gaming is, man. This is competitive gaming. This is like, it doesn't matter if you win or you lose at the end of the day. I mean, yeah.
You had fun?
It does. Yeah, but
had fun?
they had fun, right?
At the end of the day, even though it's competitive, it is a game.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can always get better and you can live to play another day. You know what I mean? Like, there's no injuries involved. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Very well played to both teams. That was actually a ridiculous finals. And he would have fought Noob Cyber.
Alex used Noob to bring London Lionhearts to the finals and used Noob to win the finals.
That's sick. That is real sick, man. But yeah, super, super competitive though. Regardless of the result, 2-0 to the London Lionhearts, regardless of that result, it didn't really feel like a 2-0. It was
That
very
was
back
such
and
a
forth.
good duck.
It was a good duck, man. Like, I feel like that throw was like, you know, you could kind of tell he wanted to get that round over and done with, and he's probably gonna go for his throw. So that's a really good read.
Yeah. Very good indeed. Look at how much patience both players were displaying in this final game as well.
Ridiculous patience, because they know everything's on the line at this point. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if Jake actually made that comeback, and you know, it could have been really, really important, but just didn't close it out. Teams taking pictures and all that, grinning, smiling.
I just want to give a big shout outs as well to Belong for running this entire season as well. It's
Definitely
been thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah.
From start to finish, we've got to commentate a lot of really, really good matches throughout the season.
Yeah.
But you know, in these replays, it's just going to show how, I think, tight this game was, and that was what secured it for them.
What a good read, though.
Into the Vitality. Classic, of course. You got to end the tournament that way. We
do,
are going to throw over two Munchables over on the stage. Who's going to run you through?
I'm going to ask you one question, though. Has anyone finished the tournament with a brutality?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Quite a lot, actually.
Oh, does that happen quite a lot? All right, fair enough. But yeah, look how excited they're getting in the background. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a really big win for the London Lionhearts. So now the only way that record is going to get broken is if someone gets three trophies.
What if Lionhearts come like and win something else like next year or something? You know, what if they win like Overwatch next year, or what if
if they win Overwatch, Mortal Kombat,
or next season rather, not necessarily next year.
Oh, season, yeah.
Yeah.
If they'd done that, then that's going to be a hard record to break.
Yeah, I think it was the Portsmouth Pirates who had 2 trophies already.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's kind of been like a weekend-long battle between T-Side and Lionhearts, because they were facing off against each other in League of Legends as well.
Yeah.
Which happened yesterday. But Munchables is going to take over from here, and he's going to go through some stuff with the players on stage. And
all right, thank you very much, guys. Yeah, we are here on this stage. I've got the Steelers on my left, I've got the Lionhearts on my right, and what a final we just witnessed. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, if that's all right, mate. First of all, talk me through that series, because that was a long, grueling series for you guys. That's got to be a lot of a kind of roller coaster of emotions throughout that.
Yeah, I mean, like, we played our best through all of it. I mean, we prepared. We watched your guys' videos every single day as well. We made sure that we knew what you were going to do, and you still mixed us up like loads. I mean, we have Sub-Zero throwing us over and over again. It's a bit heartbreaking to watch, considering we're like, he's going to do this, he's going to work up and do it. Does it, but we still get hit by it anyway. So that's disheartening. But, you know, we carry on through. All we always said is go in here, have fun, play on the main stage, enjoy it. But no, we played our asses off there. Like, you know what I mean? We had to, you know what I mean? But yeah, roller coaster wise, wins and then losses, that's hard. Yeah, it's hard to come back from that, to be honest.
How did you enjoy playing in front of a live audience here, being on center stage? How was that as a player, getting to kind of show off in front of a crowd like that?
I, for one, absolutely love it. I play to the crowd. If I pop off, that's just because I'm enjoying it too much. You know what I mean? My emotions go well into it. Playing in front of a live audience is always dead good. Like, it's always fun because you get to hear the reaction of you. You know, you do something good, you think you're happy about that, then you get them shouting as well. That's always the fun part.
All right, and you guys have traveled pretty far to come here. Has it been worth it? Are we going to see you next season?
Oh, you know you're seeing us next season. Of course, of course. For our journey to come here to do that again? Well, of course, anytime.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on second place, gentlemen. And we have some prizes for you guys as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for our T-Side Steelers? Massive congratulations, guys. We've got some headsets for them and some lanyards with medals on as well. And now on my right, we've got the London Lionheart. Congratulations, boys. You've managed to take the victory. You got to be elated off the back of that one.
Yeah, I mean, what are our plans for later, guys? I mean, yeah, it was lots of drinks, maybe.
bit of celebration all around.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so yeah, talk me through the series a little bit, because you know this is a long set of games, right? The format is pretty intense, grueling format, especially as a team. How do you guys stay like mentally focused during all of that?
I think that's the hardest part of being, part of this. It's our kind of weakness. So we kind of try to help each other by saying, "Oh, you're doing that wrong," or you could, react differently to a specific move or something like that. So I think being part of a team is really important from that point of view. It's never easy, but we try our best.
And I want to ask as well, because you're the London Lionhearts, right? We've had a lot of Lionhearts teams here across the course of the weekend. Is there quite a lot of pride coming from that store? You guys got quite a good community going?
Yeah, we love that. I think part of our strength is that we're mentally very connected. We complement each other very well. Like the whole experience was mind-blowing. We love that.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to get out of your way because, gentlemen, you have a trophy to grab. Ladies and gentlemen, your Arena Clash champions, the London Lionhearts. Take the trophy. Plenty of reshuffling. And we've got some prizes for you guys as well. So we'll bring the prizes up. You guys each get yourselves a PS4, Mortal Kombat PS4 as well, PS4 Pro. So congratulations, guys. Well-deserved winners of the Belong Arena Clash. So while they get their prizes sorted, while they rearrange themselves and take some photos with the trophies, we have some announcements to make as well. You can see these guys are over the moon, well-deserving victors of this Arena Clash finals. But we have some more announcements to do as well. We have some MVPs, we have some highlight players over the course of the season, so I'm going to kick it back to our casters.
Hey there, us again. And we are going to give shout-outs to the MVP of the Belong Arena Clash for Mortal Kombat 11. That player has shown that they were just a force to be reckoned with.
Super force.
Yeah, it was something. We last saw them in the semifinals. Unfortunately, their team did lose to the London Lionhearts, but the player that we're talking about is Heroes NZ, the only person in the entire league to destroy everyone he's fought against and mercy everyone every game and still win.
Even in the worst situations.
Even in the worst situations. If you aren't aware of what a mercy is, it's when you win a game, you can bring your opponent back at like 20% life. And yeah, it's just a BM tactic, really. You can use it to get in people's heads sometimes, but he did it to everyone.
This guy,
and won everything.
This guy will be final round. Mercy someone.
Health deficit, he'll still mercy.
With the exact same health.
He put on such a show for us over every single time we saw him play, and I'm sure that he'll continue to do that even more. So big shout outs to Heroes NZ for that. The next one is the community champion. Now, we had a few names, people who were nominated for this, but we settled on Gas Mask Khan. Now, Gas Mask Khan has been a really positive influence to the local scene. Really, helping players learn the game at a higher level, taking the time to sit down with them and teach them, being helpful, insightful, and all around just a really genuine guy. So props to Gas Mask Khan. You deserve this. And, would you like to handle the final one for Fighting Spirit?
So Fighting Spirit, I believe, goes to the T-side Guardians. Tyneside Guardians.
Tyneside Guardians.
And yeah, they've just been like really enthusiastic players.
Yeah.
And they've been coming out and
really,
showing their
a tight-knit
skills.
squad. And I think that I was following a lot of what was happening within the Clash on social media, and Tyneside looked like a really tight group. Massive props to their players. Even though they didn't make it to the finals, I still think that they're a phenomenal team and full of great players.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
yeah, they win the award for Fighting Spirit.
They have a lot of potential, definitely loads of potential. So.
as you can see it just there, we have the next season confirmed for the Mortal Kombat 11 Arena Clash. The winter season is now up. You can get signed up today. The qualifiers start on the 23rd of September. Visit your local Game Belong store. You know, get registered, get yourself signed up. Go down to the qualifiers if you think you have what it takes. And if you want to make it to the finals, if you want to make it to Insomnia, and then win just like the Lionhearts did, you know, put on a hell of a performance. If you think you're up for the challenge, if you want to get into grassroots Mortal Kombat, it is definitely the way to go.
Even if you just want to rep your hometown in a competitive fighting game.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Belong stores everywhere, don't we?
Yeah.
We've got London, you know, there's ones in the north. We've got ones that further down south, like Portsmouth.
Yeah.
We have, you know, it's just a wide range of players across the nation. And it's just, I can only say good things about it, really, because I initially qualified as one of the players.
Yeah.
But that is it from us. I have been Falcon. Thank you for joining us.
And I've been Dante, and we hope you have enjoyed the finals.
Take it easy.
All right, thank you very much, guys. That is going to round out our finals for the Belong Arena Clash. But it's not all over here on the esports stage just yet. We have some BYOC tournaments that are going to be coming your way. One tonight, and then a few more over the next couple of days. So make sure you're sticking around if you want to watch some Rocket League. That's going to be happening in a few minutes' time. But as I leave you, I want you all to give one massive round of applause for our Mortal Kombat champions, the London Lionhearts. And we'll be back in a little bit with Rocket League.